Hey, Gaga Toots, how you doing? I'm trying to get it set up here so we don't have all kinds of this. Oh, that's my iPad. Okay. All kinds of stuff sitting around here. That looks pretty good. Hi, Galena, Kayla, Terry. I'm stopped up this morning, guys, so just have to deal with that. Hi, Janice, Sandra, Judy, Andrew. I'm so glad the weather has been nice and get some fresh air. Rain, hot, cold, rain, hot, cold, rain. So, anyway, it's nice today. It's cool. I got the windows open, gonna get on my walk, but I am stopped up, so I'm gonna sound a little nasally. Hi, Mystic Jade, Pamela. Who else? Hypocola, Darla. Anybody else popping in? So I do have Happy Mail. I got an order in from Xandra. I did order some papers because Colleen and Kathy made me. Sorry, guys. Hi, Janet. So I'm sorry I'm stopped up, guys. I'm drinking my juice, got my hot coffee. So, hi, Kat, Barbara. Let's see, who else? I know I'm probably missing people coming in. Asa, Julie Topaz, happy Marvelous Monday. Thanks, everybody. Hi, Terry L. Hiya, Sammy. Hiya. Hi, Terry Trouble. Where's my phone? How you doing, Terry? Hang on. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Let me go over to my here it is. It's been a while since I've been to my soundboard, Terry. Let me see if I can still find you. Let me turn my phone up. Here we go. Good to see you, Terry. I hope you're doing all right. People have been asking about you. Is it a caboodle kit, Natalie? I'm not sure. It's let me find my little, I got a receipt in here somewhere. Hang on. Yeah, let me move this. It's yes, it is. The blue fabric one, Natalie. I got it because of Colleen and Kathy. I'm blaming them. Hi, KP. Whispering Cauldron, Janice. Who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing people. Yeah, I bought it because Colleen and Kathy said, we all need it. We need it. So I bought it. She said we needed it. One of the two of them. I don't remember which one it was now. But yeah. So the Rusty Peacock is where I got it from. The Rusty Peacock. Sorry about being stopped up, guys. Really. I mean, I feel fine. I'm just stopped up. I'm not doing I know they're doing a book project. Kathy and Colleen are doing a book project. I'm not doing the project. I'm not doing the project. I just needed the papers. Let's see. Well, it's a little hair since I haven't been. Oh, that's cute. Terry said her wallet's a little heavier since she hasn't been around because no one's enabling her. Oh my gosh. So I'll show that. I got my Xandra order. Orla sent a couple of books here. Hang on, guys. I'm going to mute. I'm going to try not to sneeze or cough on you. I'll do my best. Oh my gosh. I've been posting my what do you call it? My hand, my my painting hand where I did the live long and prosper. was so cute. I don't know how many of y'all do not follow William Shatner. You need to follow William Shatner. Anyway, he posted a picture. Let me see if I can find it. He posted a picture on Twitter. Let me go here. Let me go over to my. It was hilarious. All right, Nana. It's just it's for me, it's either a head cold or sinus. I'm not sick. I don't feel bad. It's just in my head. And I know a lot of it has to do with the change in the weather. Hot, cold, rainy, cold, hot, down here in Atlanta. And I never really have allergies, but people are going, it sounds like you got allergies, spring allergies. My grandchildren both have spring allergies. Not right at the moment, but I mean, they do get spring allergies. Let me see here. Let me find this. Search William Shatner. I'll see if I can media. I'll show the picture. Here it is. He said that everybody's telling him, that everybody should be using the Vulcan salute. He said, what if you can't do it? Look, he's making his hands do it. That is so funny. So anyway. Oh, thanks, Galena. Yeah, give a thumbs up. Let's see. Clam Bushell. That's a cute name. Hi, Clam, Darla, Pamela B, Nana Mo. Yeah, I'm fine, Nana. I am. It just sounds stopped up. But no, I'm not feeling bad. Hi, G. It's isn't that hilarious, Terry? Oh my gosh. So anyway, all right, let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the one that I posted here. Let me go over here to my no, that's not it. Let me go here. Profile media. Here we go. Here's the one. Here's the one I've been posting. There's my version of it. So there's my anyway. So I know he is a hoot, Terry. Oh my gosh, he is a hoot, William Shatner, and he does not put up with anything. I'm telling you, he'll just block you in a heartbeat. You give him a bunch of BS, blocked. But that's my rule too. So, yeah. I'm not going to. I told Janet one time, you don't want to know how many people I have blocked. I mean, you have the right to say anything, and I have the right not to listen. It's like changing the TV channel. You don't have to watch everything that's on TV. You don't like something that's on TV, you change the channel. That's all you have to do. Oh, yeah. Well, now we've had nice weather the last couple days, Elaine. It's been colder. It's been chilly, but it's not been rainy. But it was there for a while. It was in Atlanta for about 3 weeks. Well, 2.5 weeks. It would rain for like 4 days and then get cold and sunny. Then it would rain and get cold and sunny. So anyway, but that's how it is in the South. And now it's spring. So what I figure, I'm not blocked you, Janet. What's chilly in Georgia? Oh, let's see what the temperature is right now. Right now it is 38 and sunny. I have the windows open. I can hear the birds. Yeah, it's 38 and sunny. That's chilly. It's not cold. If it was windy, this would be cold. But it's not windy. It's just chilly. Oh, other people. Yeah, Jan, I see. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't have time to play. I don't have time to play. I got the William Shatner mind. Look, dude, I don't have time for this. I just do not have time for this. I got too much art to make and other things to do. I don't have time to play. Oh, I don't know what it is in Celsius, Barbara. You have to look it up. You'll have to Google it. You don't get much wind there. Yeah, in Oregon. Yeah. Let's see. Hi, Joe, Cassandra. So anyway, guys, I probably sound horrible. It was either that or not stream. It was either, just come on with a, stopped up. Like I said, I had feel like I had a head cold, but it's, really I'm better. It just sounds worse than it is. I feel fine. No fever, no masks, no. So, yeah, and that's what everybody tells me. You sound like you have allergies, but I never really have allergies. My grandkids have allergies, but they get it from their dad. Denise doesn't have allergies. Yeah, no cough. Well, I'm coughing because if I have to, if I'm stopped up, and if well, I don't want to talk about it, Terry. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, that's true too. A lot in Georgia. 25 years that I wouldn't be. I'd know by now. Okay, guys, if you see unstable connection, it might knock you back out of 720 or 1080p. Make sure your settings are didn't get knocked back by YouTube. Okay, so hopefully we won't be buffering today. Hopefully not. So we can go ahead and get started. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Janet says her allergies are getting worse as she gets more wise. Janet, you're so funny. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, I was saying earlier, I don't know if I should blame you or Colleen because I don't remember which one. This Asian kit. I don't remember which one of you two were talking about it last week. And I'm not doing the project. Is it Robin? If somebody can put a link in, that's fine. Is doing some kind of is it an altar book project or a junk journal? Anyway, I don't remember. Somebody can put the link in. I don't know so much about the project, but they talked about a paper kit. Oh, I was all over that. So I bought the paper. I'm not doing the project. I'm not doing the project. Is it Rosemary? Who did I say? What did I say? Anyway, I'm looking at the it's the Rusty Peacock. Okay, yeah, feel free to put a link into her YouTube if you want. She's doing a project. Rosemary Morris is doing a project with the not abandoned book, altered books, and her name of her shop is the Rusty Peacock. And yeah, I think I might have got mine on Friday too, Kathy. And so anyway, I'll show that. I bought it for the paper. Like I said, I'm not doing the project, but I love the papers. So let's see. Hi, Kathy Arbor. We got Kathy Berg, Kathy Arbor. Let's see. Janet's a double price to pay. All that wisdom. What do you do with it, Janet? Did I say hi to you, Arlene? Janice G. And we have two Janices. Hi, Mick. Let's see. Hi, Teresa. Oh, and I did pull this out. I'm going to show y'all everything I got to. And then I've got a project, but I worked on the FIBs book a little bit. So this is our FIBs book. I got lots more to go, but I've got to start going here. And then Orla sent me 2 of the Selena Finch books. I think this must be the new one, Australian Animals and Wildflowers coloring book. So we're going to do a flip through that. Let's see. Hi, Nancy. Linda. I said hi to Natalie already. I'm trying to drink my hot coffee and my cold juice. My voice has a thing getting started in the morning anyway, So, okay. So let's go ahead and let's see, what should we do first? Let me put this aside. We'll do this in a minute. Oh, and I'm also doing, okay, in one of my, Jane books, my Jane journals. This is not my Jane journal that I'm making. This is the Jane Davenport journal that she sells that I got on sale at Michael's a couple weeks ago. Kathy Berg, just got my son's car battery jumped and need to take it. Okay. All right. We'll see in a little bit. Try to get back. If not, life, you got to do life. People, you got to do life. IRL. See you in a little while, Kathy. And so I thought the paper, I'm going to just open the mail. It feels like watercolor paper. It's very cottony feeling. And I said, well, I don't really have now. I'm blaming Janet for this one. I'm going to blame Janet for anything watercolor because Jean's not around to blame for watercolor anymore. Although I did see her tweet that she's going to stream next Monday. I think she said she's streaming next Monday. And I think her time was 4 Eastern. I don't remember exactly. Hi, Jersey. I think it was 4. Hi, Shelly. So anyway, since Jean's not around to blame anything on watercolor, I'm blaming this on Janet. So this book does feel kind of like cottony. And, it's next Monday. Oh, yeah, that's a week from today, right, Janet? And speaking of you, Janet, are you going to watercolor today? So in this book, I said, well, since it's watercoloring, I want to do my swatches for 2 reasons. Well, I want to redo swatches for 2 reasons. I'm not keeping up with my watercolor. I use these sets all the time, right? I have 3 of the Prima ones and I have the 3 Jane Davenport ones. And these are the ones I seem to gravitate toward. And I know it's just because they're easy. It's just because it's easy to gravitate toward those. So I said, but I'm not really using my other things much. So I thought, well, let me go ahead and start swatching. Let me get these out. Let's go ahead and swatch my watercolors. So I have my Gansai Tambi, and I write it on here because I never remember the name of it on the little plastic here. I have my Master's Touch Semi-Moist Cakes. These are the Hobby Lobby brand. And I bought these, and I kept them in the box. And I wasn't using them. I bought the Arteza watercolor little tubes, and I bought the gouache Arteza little tubes, and they were sat in the box. I was not using them because they're sitting in the box. So I poured each of the sets into a bowl. So now I have my gouache in one and the watercolor in the other. So I want to swatch these 2. I haven't done that yet. We'll see how bored we get today. We'll see how bored we get. So I started swatching. Again, blaming Janet. So here's what I'm started to do. I think I need to zoom in one. Hang on, let's zoom in one. Are we still focused? It's autofocus. And let's brighten it up just a tad. There we go. So I did these are the 3 Jane Davenport sets. Right there, the 3 Jane Davenport sets. Now I didn't draw any squares or circles. I just freehanded them. So they're not, they're freehanded. Look at that wonky one. I just drew them with the brush. Yeah, I know it's eye candy, right, Terry? So those are the 3. This is the Jane Davenport gold set, the dark teal, and the light aqua. And by that, I mean the color of the case. Light aqua. And then over here are my Gansai Tambis. Here are my Master's Touch. And the reason I did these circular is because they're circular in the swatches are, the pans are circular. So I did those circular. And then these are the Prima. This is the complexion set, the tropical set, and the current set. So those are the Prima sets. Then these are the colors. And now I got this idea from, actually, I've seen other people do it besides Paula, and Paula probably got it from somebody, but she did all these little lines. So I took whatever was in that set and just made some different lines with it. Same thing for this set. I just did some lines. And then here's the set of Prima Currents, like the water currents. And so that these 2 rows are from that set. So so I swatched all those. I think then I did my inks. You know, we have our FW and all the inks that we got on clearance over the last couple of years. Look, all these inks that we got on clearance for $1 something at Hobby Lobby over the last 2 or 3 sales that they had. So I have FW and Amsterdam, and I have them kind of situated by color. Like here's a yellow. Well, these yellows need to come over here, but I have them kind of separated by color. The yellows, oranges, reds, pinks, purples, blues, and greens, you know. So I said, well, I'm going to swatch those. I'm going to swatch all the water-based mediums. I know, right? Paula's lines are unbelievable. The paper in this book is feels like cottony. I don't know what kind it is. There was no description. It's the Jane Davenport book, sketchbook. I don't know what kind of paper it is at all. She didn't specify. It must be her secret. But it feels like cottony watercolor paper. Okay. So I decided to go ahead and I just wet some circles with just water. I just wet circles of water and dropped in the ink. Some of them got a little, like this one, I got too much ink in it, so I kind of had to tap some out with the Kleenex. But that's what makes some of those cool looking planets, if you will. And Z started what craze, Galena? I'm sorry, I missed something. So anyway, yeah, I missed something. Hi, Kenny. Kathy had to. Oh, there she is. I was going to say Kathy had to leave, but she hadn't left yet. So there's. Yeah. So, hi, Miss Vicky B. Good to see you. Miss Vicky B is my planner queen. If y'all like anything to do with planners, you know, need to follow Miss Vicky B. And yeah, I call her my planner queen. I love me some planners. Don't get me wrong. Love me planners. Just don't put any dates on them. Don't date anything, and we're good. So I started inking all my. These are all my inks, right? I think there should be more. Did I get all the blue? I guess so. 3, 6, 9, 12, 20. Maybe that's it. 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Maybe I guess that's all of them. It doesn't look as many when you put them in a book. No, thank you, Miss Vicky B. So those are all my acrylic inks, the FW and the Amsterdam, and I have a couple of Liquitex in here as well. And so then like I said, these are the Prima sets. These are the only 3 sets of Prima I have. I think they have. Ask Janet. I think Janet has all of them. How many Prima sets are there, Janet? 9? I forget how many. But she said that some of them do duplicate over to the Jane Davenport ones. They do have duplicates. So, you know, this is, I don't use all these. Oh, okay. Thanks, Julie. Let's see. So I decided to use this as a swatch book for my water medium. So that being said, if we get bored, we will swatch my Arteza gouache and my Arteza watercolor. I do have them in separate bowls. The gouache are like I don't know if you'd call it is it an acrylic gouache or is it just gouache? Those are the watercolors. But anyway, they're more opaque than the watercolor, and they're more permanent. I don't want to say anything's 100% permanent when dry, but they don't reactivate the same as watercolor. So you can layer them. Hi, Ian. All the toilet roll is gone from the shops. That's so crazy. I mean, like what, until next week when they restock, Ian? Anyway, So we might swatch. We might swatch. But the other project, we're going to get to the Happy Mail in a minute. The other thing that I want to show you is when we went to, was it last weekend? Not yesterday weekend, but a week ago when I saw the kids. Y'all know I got some books and stuff. And anyway, Cam, one of his friends, found, and I didn't ask where she found them, found a bunch of, he thinks they are coyote bones. So she brought him the skull and some other bones, and they were all in pieces. So what does Cameron do? Oh my gosh, he's so fun. Let me go over to, where's the best place? Let me check my photos. Where did I save it? So did I not save it there? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I did. Brought him a bunch of bones, and he put them together and glued them back together. So he put this skull back together. This is it from the front. This is looking at it straight on, and this is the same one looking at it from the side. So he put it back together, and I said, well, does the jaw articulate? And he goes, no, I had to glue the jaw shut. I took pictures of it, and I said, that'll be fun to play with in Procreate. And he goes, well, show me what you do with it if you play with it in Procreate. So this is what I've done with it in Procreate so far. Now I got to put it in space. Skull in space. So that's all I've done with it, really. I whitened him. I bleached it. Oh, and he did bleach the bones, by the way. He did bleach the bones, so they were, they weren't moldy or anything. He bleached them. So, and then I put it in Procreate, and I bleached it with Procreate. So I did, yeah. Okay. And then put it in space. So I played with that. And then I said, but you know me, we got to do it 10 ways a Sunday. I sketched it out. So if we get bored or we get time, and I do have some ink on it, but I'm going to cover it up. Oh, you're not going to be able to see. I got a little spot right there. I covered up with white. But anyway, I sketched them out. It's going to be hard to see. But I sketched them both out, and I want to ink them. And I do want to put them in space. So I have the front view coming straight at you here. Then I have the side view coming up this way. Can y'all see it there? So I thought this would be a cool poster. So I'm going to make this into a poster, I think. I'm going to ink it. It's all going to be in black, white, and again, probably purple in space. Maybe some purple accents on the shading. We'll see. But I want to ink this. So we'll see about inking this today. It's hard. It's real hard to see. It's just lightly in pencil. And it's even really a little too, I need to even lighten it up a little more. Well, I can erase the pencil after done. But anyway, so you can see I just sketched it out. It's just freehand. It's not exact or anything. I didn't, trace the bones or anything. If I want to get it exactly, I could light box it, but I just free-handed it out. So we might do that today. Those are some options. Swatching, sculling, drawing skulls. Then I'm going to show you this, and then again in a minute, I'll after I show this, I'll show you what I've done in the FIBs book, because I got to open this up, and it's going to be, it kind of explodes. So anyway, so those are some of the projects I got planned. Oh, there's Colleen, blaming you and Kathy. Sorry, guys. Okay, took a drink of juice. My voice has a hard time getting started in as it is, but with the sinus thing. Yes, pigs in space. Yeah, pigs is yes, Anne. I can. That's a good idea. Kathy said to put a pilot in the eye socket. Where's mine here? Because we've used these little astronaut stickers. I don't know if I have a sit-down pilot. Oh, look. Something like that, Kathy. Look. We might use one of these little, that's a great idea. We might use one of these little astronaut stickers in my socket. Cameron would love that. He liked what I did just by putting the skull in space. He'll love it if I put an astronaut in there as well. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep that handy, Kathy. Thank you for that idea. Good one. Okay, so yeah, so I did get one of. I keep wanting to say, what's her name again? The kit lady, because I'm going off of the invoice. Her shop is the Rusty Peacock. What's her name again? That y'all are doing her. I got to write this down because I'm not doing the project. I just wanted the paper. What's her name again? Kathy or Colleen? I'll wait till somebody says in chat. Hi, Carrie Ann. Hi, Mama Four. Rosemary Morris. Let me write that down. Rosemary Morris. Okay. So Rosemary Morris is selling these kits, and she's doing a altered book project. I don't even know what it's called. Does somebody want to put the link into her project? Feel free. But I like the papers, and Kathy and Colleen bought them. So, I had to buy the papers. Thank you, Pacola. There we go. Rosemary's linked right there to the Rusty Peacock Etsy shop. Okay. Show that in a minute. And after I did this, guy, I'm still working on revamping my space in here, my art studio, art room space. And I came across a bunch of my own Asian papers. Now, what did I put them? Here we go. I pulled a lot of my own stuff as well. Not a lot, but some. Some of the stuff that my daughter sent me when she went to shops in LA, Asian shops in LA area. So I've got some of that too. I didn't want to mix it up with this till I showed you this. Once I show you this, then I'm going to put it all together. All my Asian papers. Okay. Let me show you first. This is what Orla sent. She sent 2, so we'll probably won't do a giveaway today because I'm just getting. I got all caught up on all the giveaways last week. So all my giveaways were caught up, and I try not to go to the post office, more than once every other week until once I get my post office box, which I really should go and do that this week. Well, we'll see. Anyway, so Orla sent me, and she did have the little paper in here. She said the money for the book goes to helping the Australian animals for the month of March. Thought maybe you could give one away. And of course, I'm going to do that. I always give away duplicates. And so anyway, Australian animals and wildfire. So apparently Selena Finich is donating proceeds from this book to help the animals in Carrie Ann, aren't you in Australia? I don't know where Selena Finich is out of. So anyway, that's the plan. That's what Orla said, is that the book will the money goes in the month of March to help the Australian animals. That's just what Orla told me. So I'm going to do a little flip through here. I think we're zoomed in enough. Here's a picture of like a little thumbnail of all the pictures there. And that has a little write-up about each one, like wallabies and waratha. That's the plant. So they have the animal. They have the animal and the plant next to. Yeah, that's what I thought, Carrie. Carrie Ann, did you ever get my Happy Mail? Back when I replaced art for you. not replaced for you, but I replaced a composition book with art for you. Did you ever get that? I don't know if you probably told me. I try to, check off when people tell me they get their Happy Mail on my list, but I don't always do it. I don't always catch everybody's because everybody's on different streamers. Um, so this is nice that Selena is doing that for this month out of this book. So yeah, let's wombats and straw flowers, gray kangaroo paw flower. So each one, it says over here, it's kind of hard, it's very light, what it is. Koala and eucalyptus. So, yes, you did. I tell you on a stream, but comment would have scrolled by. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Carrie. Thank you. Just making sure you're getting your mail down there. So it's just such a cute, awesome book. And for the fact that she's doing that, when we go to color in it, I'll read more of the individual Tasmanian devils with the Tasmanian Waratha. I'm not sure how you pronounce the Waratha. The dingoes and the mountain devil plant. So again, she's got them kind of paired up. Maybe with their koala and eucalyptus. Maybe she has them paired up with where they either hang out or. So gray-headed flying foxes with the lily pilly. So, there's a sugar glider. We've drawn those. The sugar glider. Sugar glider with the lace bark Kurajong. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But anyway, look, sugar glider. We've drawn sugar gliders here. Let's see. Bearded dragon. Of course, y'all knew I drew Connie's bearded dragon on the show. There's videos of that. Let's see. Oh, and there's a second set. Okay, so she's got two sets. What did she say on that? Let's see. What did she say here? The second set of pages begins here. When designing my books, I decided to print them with 2 copies of each design because as an artist, I know there are always so many possibilities. I also wanted to give everybody the chance for a do-over with every single design in case of an oops. So she duplicates them again. So, yeah. And the paper is like Create Space paper. It's very thin. So if you want to do any kind of marker or anything, it will bleed through and it is thin. So if you want to do any water medium, it will buckle. Those kind of things don't bother me. I like just using the original paper. Rarely do I make copies out of color books. I've done it on occasion to make one for somebody, but for a giveaway, but I like to use the original. So I'll just tear them out and use them like as is. But if you do, in this case, there's 2 of each, so it's okay. But you'd want to make sure to mark down or write down what it is that it is, because if you tore this page out, then you're not going to know that this was bilbies and flannel flowers, right? So you need to make a note, put a Post-it note on the back of it or whatever. So thank you so much, Orla. Thanks so much for sending us 2 copies of that. I'm going to keep this in the book for now until we do something with it. So again, Selena Finich, look that up right there. And apparently all the proceeds for her books in March will go to help the animals in Australia. So I know, right, Animal? And let's see, what else do I have here? Trying to make sure I did do a lot of cleanup, straighten up, organizing this weekend, which probably the dust and stuff probably didn't help my sinuses, but I did it anyway. So because it needs to be done. I want to get as much done in here before my daughter, son-in-law, and grandson come from LA next first week of April. So I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I can in here. I didn't leave the house all weekend. Don't like what you did, rip it out and start over. Yeah. So I'll probably have to get out today because, yeah, maybe after Janet or in between me and Janet stream. Don't forget, Janet streams at 1. I'll have to get out. Maybe go. I usually go to Hobby Lobby and all that on Tuesday to get out of the house. But because I didn't go anywhere over the weekend, it's like I'm gotta get out a little bit. Okay, so let me go ahead and show this real quick, and then because I'm going to play in Xandra's pile here. I got an order from Xandra in, and then I got this book from Rosemary Morris, and that is her. I'm not sure what the name is. That the name of her YouTube channel? Rosemary Morris, is that the name of her YouTube channel as well, Colleen? Because Colleen and Kathy and some others, I think, are doing her book project. She has a book project going on. And I'm not doing the project, but I love the papers. So I bought some of the papers. And the Rusty Peacock, that's the name of her YouTube. Okay, Rosemary Morris. So this is the stuff that I got in the kit. I think these are from a fan. You know, when you make I'm not positive, when you make one of those paper fans or cloth fans, they spread out and it's a fan, you know. I think that's what these are used for, but I could be wrong. Otherwise, they look like tongue depressors with holes in them. I don't know. Anyway, but I thought, Colleen, have you seen her do something with these yet? Have you seen Rosemary do something with these wood things yet? Okay, so Wednesday night is the instructions. Okay, so y'all go follow Rosemary if you want to know her project. Those are the book covers. These are the book covers? These are the book covers? Okay, I'm not following. I'm not following how this is going to work. Book covers. These are the book covers. I don't know. I don't know how the project works. Anyway, I thought that they would be cool to wrap with paper or the cloth. I'm not sure what she's going to do with them, but no, I didn't see. She has a Frida bundle. No, is it still for sale on her Etsy, Kathy? Oh, that's called a caboodle. Oh, this is a caboodle? Okay. See, I don't know, Suze. She's going to show us how to sew them together. Oh, she's going to sew these together. Okay. Well, there's only one that has holes in it. This is the only one that has holes in it. So I don't know how that works. You're not sure either? Okay. Really skinny books. Yeah. Oh, anyway. Yeah. So that came in it. And then these different fabrics. Again, this is probably to put together the kit. This is probably to put together the kit that I have no idea what the project entails. I just like the kit. I'll use it my own way, right? Oh, you think that's the spine? Okay. Okay. So this batik fabric, this little kind of batik type fabric here, got those. This was in here. Let's start the biggest papers here. So got some different papers here. Got some Joss papers. Got a couple of those, I think. I have a bunch. I bought years ago, I bought a stack like this big, a stack of Joss papers like that. And I don't know where they are right now. They're probably in one of my bins of collage stuff. Oh, there's a short video showing what we did. Okay. Thanks, Kathy. Let's see. Cloth for covers. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't want to, I just don't know. I'm just going to show you what came in this kit. There's a piece of this. I think this is scrapbook paper. I'm not sure. It looks familiar, but it's very Asian looking. And some just different little pieces. Just different little pieces of paper, which I love that stuff. Y'all know. And then here's some book papers with different Asian designs on them. Some, I'm not sure if it's Japanese writing, some kind of schematic, a piece of a newspaper, and like a book page. I'll be interested to see what y'all do with this stuff. Okay, I'll be interested to see what y'all do with this, like in the project itself. Another book page. And then some origami papers. Y'all know I love me some origami papers. Love the ones with the koi fish, fans, flowers. Lots of y'all, this must be one of the main things y'all going to use, origami papers. I'm guessing, guys. I'm just saying, I'm guessing. Here's another, like a mulberry paper. Another like wrapping paper, some kind of Asian paper there. And then all kinds of little book pages, little book papers with, I'm not sure if it's Chinese, Japanese. I'm trying to separate those two here. There we go. The sticks wired together. Oh, okay. Oh, the front and back covers. Oh, okay. So they wire together. Oh, okay. I think there's wire in there too. Yeah. Well, I'll show you the little pack of stuff here in a minute. So all kinds of little book papers. I know y'all are trying to drag me into the project. So I like it because collage papers. Y'all know me. Some napkins. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. Look at that one. So pretty. And then another Joss paper, a postcard, and some little playing cards that have the birds on them, and then another a little card there. So that was all the papers and the sticks. And then the fabric here. And then in the little bag, let me show you what all came in here. I like the little bag too. Look, with the little glassine window on it. Oh, okay. Thanks, Suze. And then let me open to show you all these beads here. Dump them out. Oh, uh-oh. I dropped one. Where'd it go? Hang on. There it is. I'm trying to pour them out in my hand. All these little beads. Hang on. There's one little wire wrapped one. I guess these are going to be like little charms, little, hanging off the book, I'm assuming. Kind of like Jersey makes, those little jewelry, journal jewelry. That's what we used to call it. I don't know. Maybe there's new names for it now. Journal jewelry that hangs off your art journal. So these are the little beads in there. Hi, Carla. I know I'm missing people. Hey, Scoobs. I know I'm missing people coming in while I'm trying to get through show and tell. Trying to get through show and tell here. Well, that's not working out very well, is it? And I have so many beads back when I used to do this kind of thing that should pull that out too. All right, so there's the little pack of beads. Then here's the string and wire. So I'm assuming that this is to make the book itself with the string and this like jewelry wire type thing. Hi, Nanette. Let's see, I think I said hi to Kenny. Yeah, trolls, you're not gonna, they're just gonna kick you, trolls. Either participate in the artistic creative process with this, or, maybe you should go back to school. I think you're gonna be late. School's probably already started wherever you are, so you might want to go to school and learn something. So anyway, I think that's what this is right here for that. And then there's all kinds of here's a little card, some little other little cards and papers. Now I think this looks like she might have made these. These might be something she's made because they're textured. Like there's washi tape stamping. I think she actually made these. So, oh, it's spring break. It's not spring break here yet, but yeah. Anyway, these must be cards that she made herself because they have, papers and stamps and things on them. Okay. Yeah, just kick the person, guys. We don't play. We'll just do like William Shatner. Just ban them. So anyway, hi Cynthia sister. How you doing? So I thought those were really pretty. And then here's some little pieces of quilting. I know because I have bedding out that's like that. And some different silky fabrics. Again, silky fabrics. So little pieces of silky fabric all came in the kit. Look how pretty, guys. See how pretty these are? Okay, so there's some of that. And then here's some like cotton ones. And then this is like has an Asian print on there. So this was all in the kit. Again, I got it because I like the goodies in here. There's a little envelope. This one looks kind of vintagey. And so, yeah, all this came in this kit. And I think it was $30. I think it was $30 and $5 shipping, something like that. But if you're doing the project, the book project, then you're going to want all this. You're going to want it all. And she has different kits. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which kit you'd want to get if she has different kits and it's all like the same process for the kit, but just different kits. Because I saw a whole bunch of different kits. I just picked this one because it was called Blue Fabric. Asian Caboodle Kit Blue Fabric. So I just got it because it had the blue fabric. She does a monthly kit project. Okay, thanks, Jersey. Well, there y'all go. So now, if y'all don't know about Rosemary Morris, then go find her and look up her projects. Okay, so there's that. From Zandra's store, let me see. I think I'm close enough. From Zandra's store, y'all know I already had Dina Wakely's media collage book, her papers, Let's see if I have some. I've had a couple different ones because I bought them to tear up and then I made a book out of it. So this is the first one, the Collage Collective. And it has like 2 papers of each. It's got like, and I've used some of these. It's got like the thin paper, and then it's got a duplicate in the back of cardstock. So there's half collage, 60 double-sided printed pages. This particular book had 30 sheets of paper and 30 sheets of cardstock. These have 15 of the, well, there's 30 in there instead of 60. They're thinner, but they're also less expensive. So there's Collage Collective 1 and Collage Collective 2. And so Xandra had these in her shop. I think she sold out. Then she restocked. And then I bought them from her. I said, let me know when you got them back in, because then I bought both of those. So I'll flip through these real quick for you guys. Yeah, let me get another sip of coffee to keep my voice going, guys. Okay. So Collage Collective 2, because the other one was the one I showed you a minute ago. That was Collage Collective 1. Well, this is Collage Collective 2, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Hi, Louise. I'm sure I'm missing people coming in. I'm not trying to miss you. I'm just trying to get through this. Hope everybody's making any newbies, except the trolls, feel welcome. Okay, so again, they have 15 sheets of the paper, and then it's duplicated in the back with the cardstock, right? So I'm just going to flip through, and I will show you the book that I made out of the first set. Let me see. Maybe I need to zoom in one here. Just a little better. There we go. That's better. Then I can flip while I'm reading chat. So these are all the papers. And somebody can put in Zandra's shop link too. I got one of her cards here. So this is Zandra's shop. It's the Paint and Paper Studio. And she always has things lower than like you'd find in retail. But I will tell you this, and follow her on Instagram. Scraps to Beauty on Instagram. Follow her on Instagram because she'll show you, oh, I got this new stuff in the shop. And like within an hour, it's all, not all of it, but a lot of it sold out. So you have to be quick on the wallet in Zandra's shop. Thank you, Colleen. Colleen just put in Zandra's shop link. All right, now it's going to repeat with the cardstock. So it's got the heavy cardstock of each. Of the same ones I just showed you, but with heavier cardstock. So yeah, her stuff does go quick. Okay, so this is the same as I showed you a second ago, just on cardstock. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right, and then here's the Collage Collective Volume 2. Same kind of deal, just different prints, different designs. Hi, Gail. I know I'm missing people coming in. So if you like Dina Wakely's designs, and she was at, and I know I say this wrong every time, not Creativation, the hobby and craft show. I think it was was it in Arizona? I think it's in Arizona. And if you just look up Creativation, you'll find all kinds of videos from Tim Holtz and Dina Wakely and Dina Wake. I get them mixed up. Dina Wakely and Dinah Reevely. Oh, I never get their first names right. But anyway, then here's the cardstock ones in the back. But if you look up them on YouTube, you'll find all kind of videos from the creators of these products. So, yeah. So that's Volume 1 and Volume 2. So I bought those. And I picked up a couple other things. Now, Sandra did throw in a couple things. One of her stickers, which I have not stuck down yet. But I want to see, what book do I want to put it on? This one's getting kind of full. Do I want to put it on here? I started some on the inside too. Oh, I got this one of Zandra's here. So let's go ahead and find a place here for this one. Let's put it right up here above the tree. There we go. So, yeah, got the stickers in here. So, she stuck that in there, and she put in St. Patrick's Day coming up. She put in a little napkin of a giraffe, and then another one of her, what do you call it, business cards. And then I bought this grunge stamp. Oh, I did organize, sort of semi-organized my stamps. I got them all together. I got them all in one stack. So I got all my stamps together. So maybe we need to do some stamping. I don't know. So again, let's just get this open. Hi, Eileen. I'm just showing you things I bought. You missed some of it. So this is kind of cool. This could be a good in my junk journal, one of my junk journals, you know. So that will go over there with that junk journal that I've got ongoing. So this is the stamp right here. When you buy one of these acrylic stamps, you want to take a plastic eraser. Where's it? Here we go. Take a plastic eraser and go over it to get, there's like a film over your stamps, not necessarily all, and some have more than others, but if you kind of erase the stamp itself, it gets rid of that film, and then just take a baby wipe and clean it off. And I'm just going to kind of dust it off. But that gets rid of that film on there. So I bought this grunge wings. I just liked it. So I got that. And if you keep, I don't keep them this small, but the little plastic pieces like this, you can use for smack and dragging. You can put some water-based media on there and smack and drag. Well, I'll save one. I might do an example. I have bigger sheets for that. This was what it came wrapped in. So I love this dragonfly. Again, this will go with my Asian papers that I just got. But the dragonfly tissue paper that everything came wrapped in. I love this. It was so pretty, Sandra. Thank you so much. I mean, this, I would have bought this, Sandra. I would have bought a sheet of this. And then I did buy a sheet of the decoupage stamp. What is it? Stamperia? Stamperia? Is that how you say it? Anyway, I bought one of these mechanical, schematics. It's like a schematic sheet. So I bought one sheet of this. It's just one sheet in there. I mean, you know, it's like a tissue paper, very light and airy, which should disappear when you matte medium it down. Okay, so let's see. I said I carry scrolling through the chat, see if anything. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Make sure if YouTube glitches that it didn't knock you back down out of 720 or 1080p. Go in your little wheel setting. Make sure you're in HD. Yeah, hi, Azure. So that's all I bought. That, this, and these two books here, and this was a bonus. This and her sticker was a bonus. So I'm going to set that aside for now. This my kind of ongoing one of my ongoing journals. Y'all know I've got tons of journals going on at the same time. This is the journal I was talking about that I took apart one of Dina Wakley's collage packs and made a journal out of it. So what I did, okay, I'll take care of that after all. I bought the discs, the metal, and if you're putting together one of these happy planner type journals, if you're putting one together from scratch, I recommend the metal rings rather than the plastic ones. They're more expensive. Use a coupon, but they will fold. They'll move a lot easier than the plastic ones because you have to cut your own papers. Let me get my punch up here. Because you have to cut your own papers to make one of these, you're never going to punch it exactly perfectly like it comes from the factory. You know, you can get close and it's an awesome punch. Don't get me wrong, but to line anything up perfectly, it's probably not going to happen. So the metal rings give you a little bit more give. That it gives you a little bit more give than the plastic ones. So I recommend that if you're putting together one of your own, hi Faithfulness, if you're putting together one of your own, to buy them, to spend a little more and get the metal rings. Okay, I think they come with 11. I use the 9. You know, they come. You can buy them with 11, even though this size, I think this is called the classic size, is uses only 9 of them. But they come in a pack of 11 so you can make it bigger. I have a couple of journals that I made that are bigger. With using all 11 of the rings. Okay, so I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I've shown this before, and I am working in it occasionally. You know, I just go from journal to journal, whatever I feel like. So what I did is I used the collage pack, that first one, and I cut it down just enough to make it fit this size. So I trimmed a little off the top and the bottom. And then in between, I put some of my own papers, painty papers, right? In between. So in between every one of her papers is one of mine. So here's one I stenciled. Here's one that we just went right on top of. So, and I kind of tried to match, tried to kind of match them up, the same colors and this is just acrylic paint. Here's some with some stamped rings. And so I won't go through the whole thing, but here's some more painty stuff that I just tried to kind of match to go. And then you can use it as a junk journal, a quote journal, a writing journal. Now, this is acrylic paint, so, you have to have like ballpoint pens, big pens. Big pens will go over acrylic paint, but big pens can smear too. So I like to, when I use a kind of journal like this, I really don't write on over this unless it's just inking some designs or something or drawing on top of it. But if I'm doing journaling type stuff, what I usually do is journal on journaling cards or other pieces of paper and then glue them over the top. Not cover the whole thing, but like if I put a quote, a sketch, a little border, something like that. So that's what I did in this whole book. I did do a couple of pages. I worked on a couple of these pages. There's some videos for a couple of them that I worked on in this book. So this is like my handmade using the collage papers from Dina Wakley plus my own in between each one. So I just want to show you that that's one thing you can do with those collage papers other than just tearing them up and using them in journals, which I don't mind doing that either. Y'all know. All right, let's put this back up here. And if y'all came in late or later, if y'all missed that I showed this real quick, I'll show it again. Let me go back to my iPad here. Cam had one of his friends found all these, I think they were coyote bones. Here's the front view of it, and then here's it from the side. It's the same, this is exact same skull. And there's all kinds of extra bones too. They're off here to the side. So what I did is I took pictures of these bones that he put back together. He put this skull back together. And I just thought it was so cool. So what I did is I went into Procreate and I did this with it in Procreate. I haven't done a lot with it. I just kind of put it in space. And he did bleach the bones, by the way. And then I lightened it up, and I'm going to do some other things with it. Start like with some purple shading in it, like reflective light, purple light in it. So I did this in Procreate. But what I really thought would be fun, thank you, Barbara. What I thought would be really fun, I drew them out. So I drew them out on some Strathmore Bristol, and there's ink on it. It's, watercolor. When I was doing the swatching, if y'all missed that earlier, I showed that I also want to swatch out some more water-based stuff. But anyway, this is going to be covered up with black in the background anyway. But if you can kind of see where this one is the straight-on view, and then this one is the side view, but out on an angle, because I want them both to fit. So this one is, even though it looks like it's standing on its head, and then this one's facing down. So I want to ink these. So I just sketched them out in pencil, and I want to ink these. So I might do that today. We'll see whatever y'all want to do. All right, so hang on, guys. Let me go check something real quick. Hang on. Okay. Oh, we still, oh, I should have put something there. Okay. The other thing that I kind of did this weekend, because I just didn't do anything else but stuff in my room. I need to get hot coffee. My coffee's cold. I do have my juice. All right. Hi, Karen, Barbara, Shelly, Varian. Oh, it's in graphite, Varian. Yeah, it's just this is just when I sketch something out like this, it's usually just these cheap Papermate disposable technical pencils, but I don't use the erase. I put on my own white eraser because you don't want to use a red eraser because that can leave marks. So I buy these in bulk, these white rubber erasers. And then sometimes I just use my graph gear, which is blue. But if I'm going to do anything for you guys, it doesn't show it. This just does not show up very well on camera. So I try not to do too much in blue, but it is one of my favorites to sketch with. Okay. Just on my own, but I knew I was going to ink this on camera. So I wanted it to show up enough, right? I got a splotch right here. So I just went over it with some white paint. And then this was another splotch when I was doing those, when I was doing the swatching, I got some watercolors on here. Hi, Galora. So anyway, that's just, that's what this is. Just a regular old #2 pencil, technical pencil. I like them because you don't have to sharpen them. You just roll it, roll it out. Okay. So in the FIBs book, I did do a little bit more in the FIBs book, which is the Friends in the Box. If y'all don't know what FIBs are, Friends in the Box. Again, this is another put together book with rings, Happy Planner rings. You see the little heart that goes through them. And it's just a little bit of everything in here. But I am calling it my FIBs yearbook. And so what it is little notes and little, I kind of started in the middle. So there's really nothing right here at the beginning. Except some of these, what are these pages? What were these pages called? Where they're just all different places in the, oh, I know, Colleen, I don't know if they're called graffiti books, but they're like blank graffiti books so that you can do your own tagging and stuff in a book. Well, I took the book apart and using the paper. Yeah, no, it was like a head cold, Anastasia. It could be sinuses. It could be allergies. The weather has changed like 5 times in the last 2 weeks. I feel fine. It's just like sinus. It's like sinus. So, yeah, but, yeah, but thanks for asking. I said earlier. So, yeah. So it's like a tag book. Or a graffiti book. And then in between, I have some flow papers. I have some just different papers in between. This is from a flow paper book, cardstock. So I have different papers in here. There's a little flow book there, and I used it for a divider. But what I'm doing is I'm making pages for the FIBs. And I started in the middle because that way I just wanted to. Let's see here. I just love these graffiti papers, though. It was in a book. Came in a book. It's years ago. And it sat on my shelf for the longest time. I wasn't using it, so I took it apart and put it in here. And then I have a couple pages of the cats. I have a couple. This is from one of those Smash books. It's kind of just like a junk journal, guys, as far as, look, here's a, what do you call it? Scrapbook paper. This is from a Smash, one of those old Smash books. I just have a little everything in here. And then I started doing kind of a Smash book thing on the FIBs, the Friends in the Box. But I did do one of Mom and Denise. This is when Denise went out and visited Mom in Texas. And so this wasn't back in August. And so I just have all kinds of little Texas stuff, little stickers, little boots, little cactus, little Texas flag, yellow rose of Texas, some longhorn steers. And so it's just a little smash book type thing. And I'm trying to add, of course, this is one of those ongoing, it's going to be forever kind of thing. Oh, I'm fine, Gail. Yeah, I guess you didn't hear me earlier. I'm not sick. It's just like sinus. It's either allergies or just all the change in weather. But I'm not sick. I'm good. Nobody, don't go out and buy a mask to be here. No, I really don't want to hear about it, Ian, on the channel. Well, we can talk all the negative stuff, all the fear mongering and all that. Let's do that over on Twitter or somewhere else, not my channel. I don't really want to talk about it. Anybody that's got the none of us here, I don't think, has ever even known anybody that's got it. But yeah, we'll keep that. Let's keep that somewhere else. Faithful Miss said, I have the graffiti tag it book. Yeah, that might be kind of what it is, Faithful. It might have been like the tag it book. And it's just a whole bunch of papers that are blank. And I've used some more, but this is kind of what they look like. They're just all kinds of blank that I probably didn't see it in. But anyway, it's just like, here's the side of a bus where you can do whatever you want, right? Okay, so here's one I started for Colleen. This is some of the stuff she sent me. And what I'm doing is just kind of throwing some stuff in here with their name. It's not a lot of, I mean, there's a couple that I did a little bit more elaborate, like Janet's, they're just all different. This one was kind of a fold your own geo ball kind of paper. And so I put Colleen, I just liked it. I liked the way it looked. So she'd sent me this little Bob Ross, a little post-it note Bob Ross. I put this little girl who reminded me of Colleen. She'd sent me this little peace sign. I stuck on a butterfly tattoo. And then this is something, these are things she sent here. This one-way paper. This was one of those tag it books. Janice says she deserves an elaborate page. Now, I've not done everybody yet. I have a list. It'll come up here. A list of everybody, not everybody. I'm sure not everybody's on the list right now, but that I want to eventually fill this whole book up with this kind of thing, right? I'm tagging tags of my own friends, right? The friends in the box. So, I put Colleen's name up here with these teal color letters. And again, this was just things she'd sent me. So I did this one page. I love this picture of Boo and Cam. They were at the lake. They were both on their phones. And so I just put Boo and Cam. That's my nicknames for them. So there's the picture of them together. I just love that picture of them right there. So I made just a little page for them. Besties. And yeah, so there's that. And then this was a page. Now, Boo's here in her bathing suit. She's out catching fish. But she went to New York. This is one of the cards she gave me. She went and saw The Office, the parody Office. She went and saw that when she was in New York. And y'all saw last week before last, I did those double page scrapbook pages, double page for Boo to hang in her room. So I don't have a lot of ephemera from when she went, but I like this little pocket thing here from a Happy Planner that has hustle you girl, go girl. And then it's got the little New York taxi. It's got the, I just like that. So this is a postcard she gave me. So I just kind of put that together for her. Then I've got a couple pages of the cats. Thanks, Desert. Oh my gosh, Desert Nana, can I show that picture of, is it your great granddaughter? That is the cutest picture on Instagram. Let me go find it. I think it's under Desert Nana. Oh my gosh, where's that? Oh no, it's not under Desert Nana. It's under the other. What's your other name? What's your other name on IG? The one with your granddaughter with the big glasses, with your reading glasses on it? It's not on Desert Nana. Which one is it on? I think you have 2 IGs. I'm waiting to see her answer. I'm not finding it. Oh, MB. Okay, MB. There we go. Is it? Do you mind if I show that one picture? There it is. MB Desert Nana. I love this. Look. Look how cute that is. She's wearing Mary Beth's reading glasses. Isn't that so adorable? I love that picture. Hi, Mary. Hi, Shelly. Cheryl. Anybody else I missed? I know, right? So sweet. Okay, so then I did a couple pictures of the 3 cat pictures. I just did a cat layout here. But another picture of Cam. Let's see what else. Another picture of the cats. Okay, so here we go. Now we're starting. The FIBs. But I have to put some family stuff in there too, right? I have to do that. So anyway, this is Faithful Mess, our Faithful Mess, I call her. And these are things, she's the washi tape queen. And again, if y'all do not know that she sells these, if you are a washi tape collector, lover, and she said, I did ask her last time I showed, she does not send international. And you can't blame, people just don't know how expensive it is to send things international. And not only that, you can't track it. So, Faithful Mess could spend, a week making one of these books and then it get lost in the mail because you can't track it international. Well, let's put it back. You can track it for a minimum of $50, I think. And that was a few years ago. I don't even know how much it is to track international anymore. So she does not sell these international. But if you love washi tape and you're in the USA, you can go to Faithful Mess on Etsy, and she sells these washi tape books, and she makes them out of these little photo albums, right? They're the little photo albums, and she wraps the plastic sheets with the washi tape. So you have like a wrap of every kind of washi tape. Look at this, guys. It's just so much. So many different washi. Of course, they're all going to be different, depending on what washi tape she puts in the book. So, but she sells these, and somebody feel free to put her link in. Oh, Pacola's on it. Pacola's already put her Etsy up there. So, there's just look at all those pages. So anyway, I call her our washi tape queen. And so I put a lot of washi tapes in the background of her page. Now, a lot of these pages, guys, are just started. I haven't done this much elaboration. Elaboration? I haven't done this much elaboration on all the pages. Okay, why is that? Okay, this is a little thing here. Let's move that. It's bugging me. I can see it in camera. There we go. And so anyway, then here's some little cards she sent. And so I just kind of paper clipped them. This is one of her little her little business card. Look with their name on the back, but look, it's like a little inked in there. So I just tuck these things in. So I can put a paper clip on every single page. That's why it gets to be like, like this. So anyway, and then this is my other grandson. This is the one out in LA, Logan. He'll be coming. He and Ann and Dan. They'll all be here the first week of April. I'm hoping I can get them on the show. They've been on the show before, but anyway, it's been a couple years. But anyway, so I wanted to see if they'll, depending on the time frame, what days they can. I don't know. They're only going to be here 3 days. We're going to the lake one day. So I don't know if it's going to work out that they can stream with me or not. Plus, I stream early, guys, so anyway, this was when I started to do a page with my garden from last year. This is my garden from last year, but I never got done that. Again, the cats, I want to make a Catterday spread. So this is them. I did post this on hashtag Catterday. my gosh. Saturday. So I post on Twitter. I try to remember to do it every. It's not that I'm going to run out of cat pictures. It's just that sometimes on a Saturday, if I'm out and about and I'm not on Twitter that much, I'll forget to post a Saturday picture. Oh, thank you, Faithful Mess. Do you want me to say that out loud, Faithful, or just the people that get to read the chat? Do you want me to tell them your code? She has a discount code. And yeah, they do sleep together most of the time. Not necessarily like this all the time, but they usually sleep side by side. Okay, so Faithful Mess said that if you the discount code at her shop is FFM, like in man, 20. FFM 20. If you put that in, then you get it's a discount on our shop. Okay. So they don't necessarily sleep like this, but they sleep side by side or close to each other. And sometimes I'll just, I'm able to catch a good photo like that of them. All right. So then, well, all right, I'll show it to you. This is one of my Throwback Thursdays. This is my Throwback Thursday. This had to be around let's see, the car was sitting on maybe 1981. 1982 when I had my Trans Am. So there's me sitting on my Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am back in 19, I think it was 81 or 82. It was before we went to Alaska. We went to Alaska in 83. So this had to be like 19, maybe 80. It might have been 1980 or 81. So that was my that was my Trans Am, which I know I've told the story before. Somebody ran me off the road in 5 o'clock traffic and bumped me under an 18-wheeler. Went under an 18-wheeler. Then the wheels of the 18-wheeler spun me back out into traffic. And when it was all said and done and my car stopped, I was facing 6 lanes of traffic looking at me. They had all stopped by this point, but I was facing 6 lanes of traffic. So I had to climbed out the window and kind of like walked over to the railing and sat there for a minute. And my car looked like a VW Bug. It was completely crushed in the front, the back. The louvers on the back window were in a crumpled ball. And the only place that wasn't completely crushed was where I was sitting. The passenger seat was like this, right over the head. If you don't believe in angels, you would after you went through that. And I wasn't even wearing a seatbelt. Seatbelts weren't a law back then. Seatbelts weren't a law. I was not wearing a seatbelt. So anyway, thank the good Lord, and his angels that so after it was all said and done, called the insurance company and they said, well, is it totaled? And they said, the only thing salvageable out of that car are your floor mats. Exactly, Mary. Anyway, so this was my Throwback Thursday picture. I just threw it in there. Okay, so now here's APG Jamie. APG Jamie's in Texas. This is her little YouTube. She's been to the YouTube conferences and stuff. And so that's her little card there, little like business card. And she's artist poet girl. If y'all don't know, she's the one that sent us those those finger cots and the gloves and all that a couple weeks ago that I read on stream. Oh my gosh, she is so funny. But anyway, one of her letters is here. Here is her not OSHA approved little bag. I put that in there. So there's APG Jamie. I know, Brenda, for sure. Oh, Mary. I love you, Mary. Oh. Hi, Lucy. Let's see, Arlene. I know I'm missing people. Mary Berry, I said in Jersey. Okay, so then here is Xandra, who, Xandra's our mermaid. And so I have all these little things tucked in here. There's a little mermaid paper clip there. Mermaid Dream. There's Xandra's shop. Scraps to Beauty. She's on YouTube. She comes on Sunday after, well, about 4, I think, Sunday afternoons. But follow all these people so you know. So you know when they do YouTubes, if they go impromptu. Xandra always shows things that she has in her shop or things she's purchased. So I'd rather be a mermaid. I put a little mermaid tail on her Frida. She also likes Frida, her little Frida card there. And then these little like seaweed things on there. See, she gave up her shoes. Now she's got her tail. And so these are just some different little mermaid things. This is one of her things from her shop. There's one of her tags here that she's made me. Some of her papers, another one of her tags. So I just have all that stuck up in there. So again, little fib books. And this is one of the things that gets kind of put on the back burner. I work on this when I just have like, when I have I was going to say no free time, but this is one of those things that I work on very sporadically, this book. But I did work on it a little bit yesterday. Okay, here's Norma Jean's Branson. What's her nickname? Branson. What's her nickname? Branson. I just call her Norma, so I'm trying to think. But anyway, she and her husband own a limousine service in Branson. And so I got all different little things about her there. She made this. She made this. So I've got a couple of her bracelets. She makes jewelry. Branson Limo. Thank you, Pacola. Branson Limo is her nickname. But anyway, and then that's her Etsy shop. And so I've got pictures of limos and just a little Norma stuff. Then this one's Teresa. I started collecting some of and Teresa writes monthly letters. And y'all make sure and keep Teresa in your prayers. She does have she doesn't talk about it, but she has major health issues, guys. You keep Teresa, if you're a prayerer, I always say it like that, but if you're a prayerer, keep Teresa in your prayers. So I put one of her. I can't put all the cards monthly. I've got months of her cards. I can't put them all in here, but I love this one with dreams. So I have this one in there. 1 or 2 of her letters are in here, and then I have her letters and cards in my other card stash, right? So yes. Okay, prayer warrior Mary. Thank you. We'll put Teresa Peterman on your is it Peterman with 2 N's? Yeah, on your list. And anyway, some other things. So I've got that's going to be. And so as I get things, see, I can keep adding things. And I have not done everybody's pages that have sent me stuff. Okay, so for instance, here is Lady Jan from Quail Hill. And y'all know she's the Cadfael. She's done the rest. She did a whole little book on the restoration of the trellis, the railroad trellis in Canada, and all that stuff. So let me show you. I have a whole nother thing here of things that she sent me over the years. I got the railroad trellis. There's the story. This is when she went to Brother Cadfael's in Shrewsbury. Here's my Ellis Peters paperback. Here's all the information that she's gathered over the years on that. Here's her Cadfael book, which I don't want to take apart right now, but I've shown this a couple of times. Mom and Denise are texting each other. So I have this, and this obviously is not going to fit in here. So I kind of have 1 or 2 of her letters in here, some Quail Hill, just mail things. This is one of the cards that she sent me that I have opened up here with some of her little things in it. And the little feather, little stories. She always has little stories to go with her stuff. Oh, thank you, Tracy. And hi, by the way. Thanks, guys. So that is my Lady Jan and Mr. Bear page. Then here's where I'm starting with Zelie. Zelie sent me a couple things. This is one of her envelopes. And so I got a Zelie page started. This is Annie V. if y'all know Annie V, she's like 80 years old. She follows me and Mary Altier, me and maybe others too, but I just know that she always gifts me and Mary things for our birthdays and stuff. And so, Mary and I both try to send her a little something every now and then. And she's another one to keep in your thoughts and prayers. Miss Annie V. She's not on any social media. She just watches, and again, she probably watches other people too, but I just know that she watches me and Mary. So keep Annie and her family in your prayers as well. So these are some of my letters from Annie. Here is Jonna, Sister Woman Jonna, and I am going to put something here that says Sister Woman. This is her packaging paper, some of her letters. I put her name here, a little sticker. Katie in Alabama, she sent me some things. I want to do there's a little Katie page. This is Laura. Laura Rafferty, the circle color book, what is it called again? Oh, I don't see Laura here. It's Circle Portraits. Circle Portraits is the name of her color book. And I've done many pages in her book. I love her book. And I got to get back in it because I love her book. I know, right? Hearts. Mary's putting a bunch of hearts in there for you and flowers too. Hearts and flowers for Annie V. Yeah. So I don't know if she ever reads the chat. I just know she watches our shows. Mom and Denise are blowing up the text, sending pictures. Denise and Boo and one of Boo's friends, they all went to college. They drove for a couple hours. They're in a hotel, nice fancy hotel. They're going to tour colleges. Boo's 17. She's half a day in college and half a day in high school. She's like in a fast track program. She wants to be a doctor. So she's touring all these different colleges to see where she wants to go to college. Let me find one picture here. Let's see what I can show you guys. Well, here's a picture of her and her friend. There's Boo and one of her friends, and they're touring the college. So Denise, on her day off, drove 5 hours to tour one of. I think she has 3 colleges that she wants to tour this before the end of the year. So she and Mom are blowing up the pictures here and the pictures of the hotel. Nice hotel. Very pretty. I'm streaming. Very pretty. Hang on, guys. Okay. So anyway, that's what half my family's doing today. Okay. So anyway, back to Laura Rafferty. So this is one of her actual watercolors here. It's on a little card. This is her business card right here. There it is right there. Circle Portraits coloring book. If you want to just look for Laura Rafferty on Etsy and on Amazon. Now, if you order from Amazon, you're not going to get her little business card and her little, any little treats that she might send. So if you want to get, of course, you're going to pay a little more for the postage if you go through her, but you might get a business card from her or something, from her. Then I have a flip out here and did a woodsy animal thing. This page was in the flow book. So I used the inner side as more of her Laura page, just because it had this flip out with all these little animals here, right? So Laura Colors 2 is the name of her YouTube channel. And so I put this little bike, and she does outdoors. She does paint outdoors. And so I have a little flip out page for Laura. Then over here, I've got Dawn. Make a Mess Dawn. Going to start it there. I got Kimberly 557 started. And see, what's nice, here's what's nice, guys, about doing a FIBs page in one of these Happy Planner ring books is I can take, let's find a page here in the back. I can take another piece of paper or another page and put it in here anywhere I want. So I can add more stuff, right? Do you see? So it's nice that you can just pop things in and out with the Happy Planner ring system. Uh, oh, it came right. Okay, so Faithful Mess said she ordered from Amazon. The book came wrapped like a tank. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Then over here's our Janet. This is our Monkey Island Madness Janet. Have her little notes here, and there's her. She has her channel. Channel is Janet M. Young, and she's on in Monkey Island. So we and sock monkeys are kind of like her theme. So we have little sock monkeys all over. She's also does gardening. She's an artist. So I have pencils, pens, and seed packets all growing out of this little vignette. Sip of juice. Got to keep my voice going. I got some sock monkey washi tape, little sock monkey stickers, little sock monkey post-it note thing. So there's Janet's page. Then these are the list of all the people that I want to eventually do. Elizabeth in UK, she leaves me comments almost every single video for as long as I can remember. Elizabeth in UK, and I do send her little treats every now and then. She's, as far as I know, she's not ever live. She's not on any, I think she's on Facebook, but she's not on Twitter and Instagram and all that. But Elizabeth, I call her E. So I want to do something page for her. But these are just some of the people that I have. I've got them checked off like Zandra, Laura, Janet. I need to probably come. So here's some of the people I want to do pages. Packer Die, Barb O. Well, I started one for Barb Owen. Anne, coloring Anne. And then she's crafting with Anne too. She's got 2 channels in crafting with Anne. Mary Altier, Miss Vicky B, Julie T, Terry Trouble, Picola, Eileen, ETEE, Jersey Crafter, Mark. I just started. I started pages for some of these. Lena, Sammy, hiya. I did one for APG Jamie. See, I need to check some of these off as I go. Ian, CB, Melody, Debbie E, Shauna, Kathy Berg, Kathy Arbor, Colleen. See, I started one for Colleen. Teresa P. Got that started. Jean, Painty Girl. Got one started for Painty Girl. Norma got that. Artsy Nancy, Faithful Mess. Got one going for that. G. Brody, Jen Reading with Pugs. I'm just kind of skipping through these. Aunt Beck, Lady True North Jan, who is Lady Jan. Let's see, Vonnie, Beth, Queen Pam, just, Joycey, Jen Oz. I'm just kind of skipping through them here. Then over here, let's see, I got Connie. These are people that don't necessarily have YouTube channels, but I want to do pages from Kenny, Connie, Arlene, Judy W, Ashley, Kimberly 557. See, I started hers. Kalora, Nana Mo, Holly D, Kat, Devin Rex, Kim L. See, I've got, Cat and Pace. So I've got lists here. And never going to finish these in a million years, all of it, but it's an ongoing. Here's Painty Girl Lori. So Painty Girl is the one that makes these awesome light bulb characters. This is a light bulb. And so this is one of her light bulbs here and pictures. So Painty Girl Lori. Who else do I have here? Here's Mark's page here. Kimberly, started a page for Kimberly, and I just have some tags here from Connie and from Light and Laughter Sylvia, so I'm going to make pages for them. Barb Owen, this is a photo of one of her mandalas, so I got a Barb page star. Don't have her name here. You never made the list before. Oh my gosh, Mary, you're going to forget somebody, and then you go, oh my gosh, I got to go back and add that person to the list. I mean, you just got to kind of continue. It's an ongoing project. Here's this is Riri. Here is my friend Julianne, and she moved to Florida. She's the one that made that gnome for me, made that Christmas gnome. And she's also she was my first Survivor TV show friend. 20 years ago when Survivor first started, she lived in my neighborhood. And how dare her move to Florida? Anyway, she was the one that I told y'all about that on the season where the pirate season, the pirate season one, and that's when she moved. She moved during the middle of the Survivor season. Well, on the end of the season, now she's like down in Tampa area. It's like an 8 hours or something like that. On the season finale, she dressed up as a pirate, got in her what kind of car was not a Ferrari. She has not a Porsche, not a Ferrari. What's the other one? Not a Porsche, not a Ferrari. What's the other fancy car? Y'all, one of y'all remember? And I never can remember the kind of car she drove. But she had a convertible. Not a Ferrari, but something like that. And she dressed up as a pirate and drove 8 hours to knock on my door at exactly Jaguar. Thank you. Yes. Let me write that down. Let me write down Jaguar Julie. Well, her name's Julianne, but anyway, I call her Julie. But anyway, in her convertible, dressed up as a pirate, knocked on my door at 8 p.m. exactly. At exactly 8 p.m. when the Survivor final started, and showed up at my door after an 8-hour drive in her Jaguar to show up at my door. Oh, I love you, Julie. Anyway, so I got a page for her. Let's see. What else do I have in here? That may be all that I have started. And then I just have some other things like these little cat. I love these little cat card things in here. So I've got to finish making more pages, guys. I've got some just little Post-it notes and stuff here in the back. Oh, and then I'm going to have to get some more of these little pockets. Like here's one of Laura's cards there. These are some of the little cards that y'all sent me that are ATC size that I can fit in here in the back. So I got some of those. And yeah, so that is my Fibs book, present tense. That's all I've got done so far, which I think is quite a lot considering, this is the I don't want to say it's the last thing I do, but it's one of the things that I do in my spare time is this. So, and I just got a headband on it to hold it together. Headbands make awesome journal holders. So yeah. So that's what I got done so far in the Fibs book. So I wanted to give y'all a little tour. Pop-up friends. Well, friends in the box. That's what Fibs stands for, friends in the box. So this is my friends in the box. My other one, back when I was, and I'll show it to you, back when I was on Ustream, and we only had about 100 people when we first started out, close to 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, this has probably got dust on it, probably not the best thing for my sinuses, but this was my first Fibs book, but I didn't call it Friends in the Box. And it was just, I'm going to make sure no addresses are sticking out anywhere here. Let's turn that. So this was my first one that held 100 people. This is Fluffette. This is Fluffette from probably 9 years ago. It's a composition book just to show you how well a composition book will hold up. And I made tabs. I tabbed everybody's name. And what I did is I found out their favorite color, their favorite theme. And at the time I was also doing collages, individual 8x10 collages, because there was not that many, we had 100 people, or so in the group at the time. Anyway, so I would make collages, 8x10 collages, and we would do it on the show. So we'd find out we'd find out their favorite color, theme, art supply, favorite movies, everything favorite about the person, right? Let me take a sip of juice. And I would make a collage for them. And then I would take photos of the collages This was before I was doing iPhone photography. Now I do everything on my iPhone. But this was, I'd get my 35 millimeter camera, took pictures, uploaded them, and I had a Flickr account. No, don't have it anymore. And Flickr was bought out by somebody anyway. And then I'd post them on Flickr, and I would send them the original 8x10. And so I do have pictures. Whoops. Let's see here what we got going on here. Okay, it's upside down. So for instance, let me just pick somebody here without seeing any addresses. So for instance, this one right here, this one was, I got all these people here. This was APG Jamie. So this is I took a photo and then printed out the photo. So this was Artist Poet Girl's actual 8x10 collage. And that's just a picture of the collage. And then I'd send them the original. So this says Artist Poet Girl. And she has like a warrior sword and medieval looking thing there. Anyway, so that's the collage I made for her. And then I would just print out the photo and put it in here. This one's Julie Topaz, who's one of our mods here. And this is hers that I did for her. So I do these collages, these 8x10 collages, and I'd send them to them. And like, all right, let's call out Julie here so we would ask, these are some of the questions that we would ask. And I'd write them down on the fly. We did this live, guys. We just did it live. We'd ask, as she was answering the questions, I was making the collage. Okay, so we're asking questions and adding colors and themes and things as we went. So some of the things like robin eggs blue, cream, grass green colors. All right, so here we did this on October 2011. That's when we did this. She likes hot tea. She likes her nickname. Let's see, Julie Topaz. She likes collage. She collects books, stray cats. What do you want people to know about you? That she's very empathetic and cares about everybody and everything. And that shows in where she works. She likes music. She likes classic rock. She's obsessed with kid rock. Back in 2011. Anyway, so then I would save. I don't know that I saved every one of these, but I saved as many as I could as we were doing it. So this book, and is hanging on her studio wall. Oh, she's looking at it right now. So I tried to do, let's find a couple more. Okay. This one was Morgan. So on Morgan's piece, what I did is I made I guess not really a triptych, but anyway, it had a door. So on her collage, this opened up that horse. I'm going to have to go get some more something to drink, guys. And so this horse door opened, and then inside was like a little Morgan figure right there. So that I took 2 pictures of that because it was, let's see, I'm going to try to find some more collage things. Then I got to go get something to drink, guys. Okay, this one was Jen Oz. Jen Oz is another one to keep in your thoughts and prayers, guys. If y'all remember, Janet just got us all together to donate for some, if y'all don't know her, then I don't want to really talk about her, but if you know what happened to her, so her family. So keep Jen Oz in your prayers. This one was one I made for her, and it was a puzzle. So it was a puzzle pieces of a butterfly that I put together on her collage. So it was kind of dimensional. She's in Australia. Let's see, who else did I make a collage for? Not everybody that has a page did I make something for, but I tried. Okay, here, this one was Paula and Journal Artista. She had a double page spread. So there was her double page. She had a double page collage. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody, but the ones of us that were back there. So anyway, here, this one was Miss Rose. And has anybody heard from Miss Rose lately? I call Miss Rose like our, she reminded me of Nefertiti, like an Egyptian princess queen. And I made hers in a mini book. So hers, her nickname was Mini Roses, but I put her collage in a book, a vintage book cover. She and her husband used to have a bookshop, a bookshop up in, and she's another one that's up in her 80s. She and her husband have a bookshop up in New York somewhere. I don't remember now. But anyway, so it's all about books for her. Bye, Terry. Oh, wait, let's say bye to Terry properly. Let me put my elbow here. Let's say bye to Terry Trouble. She doesn't stop in very often. Hopefully her shoulder is healing up and she gets back to us at least, at least once a week or so. Okay, so here, let's up. So. Bye, Terry. Have a good afternoon. So anyway, that was Miss Rose's collage. What else here's Rachel Zero. What's it? Rachel. I always get her name wrong. And she rocked the YouTube when she was doing it. Rach, is it 007 was her name? But anyway, there's her collage. Who else do I have one that I made collage for? Tumbleweed Larkspur Vicky. That was hers. A lot of these people aren't even around anymore. Oh, here's Colleen. Colleen, are you still here? Colleen. And she had hers in her other house. I don't know if she has it in her new house. She's moved a couple times. She had this framed and matted like nobody's business. She framed and matted her collage and had it up in her studio for the longest time. I don't know since her new house if she still does. But yes, I know, Eileen. And she still has her videos up as far as I know. 0113 Rach. Okay, thank you, Mary. Yeah, Rach Z, or is it O? O, I think it's O. Rach O 113, I think. So there's Colleen's. I did that one for Colleen. Let's see who else do I have here. And here's Blade. All right, let me tell you the story about Blade. So then it's so fluffette. Look, I can't. So Blade, the artistic biker, he, Julie Topaz, Vicky BR were the first ones I ever met on Ustream back in 2010. And so anyway, Blade had I think he still streams, not as often, and I never catch him because he streams at odd times for me. But anyway, so what we did is we would have these sometimes random ones where you had to guess the person I was making the collage for. You had to guess the person in chat. It's the letter O. Okay, O113. Rach O113. Thanks, Julie. And so whoever guessed it in chat would get a prize, right? So it wasn't too hard to guess I would be in another chat with the person. So I'd be in chat with Blade, artistic biker, and then so I knew who I was doing, but everybody else had to try to guess who I was making the collage for. So I said, "What's your favorite?" What was it? Not texture. Something. Anyway, and he answered leather. Well, as soon as he said leather, everybody knew it was Blade. But anyway, so artistic biker, that was his collage. And he had Arnold and the Blues Brothers and some other things on there on his. So let's see, what else do I have here? I'm just looking for the collaged ones. Okay, this was Lily, Queen Lily. And she's in the UK, so that was hers. She actually wrote an elephant in India, so we put the elephant in there. What else do we have here? Let's go back. Some of these people are not around anymore, and you wonder what happened. Are they? Here's Mel. Y'all remember Melissa? That was her page. Here's Lady Fran. Lady Fran had she liked like Dungeons and Dragon type things. Let's see what else. Here, this was Carrie. Carrie Love. She had a triptych. I think she had. No, this is the one she made for me. And then this was her. So she had a double page as well. I Carry Love, the Pixie, as she was known as the Pixie. And so that's the Pixie. What else do I have? Here's Deborah and PA, Packer Die, 80s Packer Die, who she still does videos. She's the one that we talk about that's in Art Journaling magazine, the Somerset Studio Art Journal magazine. She's been in it like 4 or 5 times, and she's like an MTV girl. So yeah, that was her collage. Did that her? Yeah, you liked it doing these live? Yeah, here was Claire, who was doing belly dancing at the time. What else do we have here? This one was Dreamer B. Here's Vicky BR. And Vicky, if you watching this, you can get in here, girl. Girl, you better not disappear on us again. Lynn. Let's see. Jelly, she was our little 16-year-old. No, this was yeah, and not there's two. We had two jellies, and this was Angelica, and she was probably maybe 14 at the time of this, and then we had our other jelly that did videos. Here's Artie Dar. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Joycey stuff. Shirley, here's Sunny Shirley. We did her as a mermaid. So yeah, there was lots of memories in this book, guys. So this book is called Fluffette. That's the name of this book, Fluffette. And it's just a composition book, guys, covered with some scrapbook paper. But look how well a composition book will hold up. Composition books will hold up really well. All right, so I'm going to take a quick break to go get some juice. Go downstairs and grab me some juice. Oh, I was going to show you the other things that I have Japanese from my daughter out in LA, or Asian things that she sent me, not all just Japanese, that I'm going to add together with my Rosemary stuff. So if y'all missed it earlier, I bought one of these kits from Rosemary Morris, and her Etsy shop is the Rusty Peacock. Okay. So I already showed this. This is what I bought from her. I'm not going to show it again because I just showed it. But this is some of the other Asian. Could you try again? All right, Siri. I don't need your help right now. I said Asian in a way I guess Siri thought. You should stop. Oh, I can't do a new. Well, that's what. That is what my. What do you call it is? My Fibs book. The Fibs book that I just showed a minute ago. Maybe you weren't here. My Fibs book is my new Fluffette. So anyway, she sent me these little different, I think most of this is from her. I could be mistaken. Somebody might have sent me some of this and I don't remember. But little folded kimono. Here's a little fan. But a lot of this, this is from Free. This is a Frida. I got this, I think, from, I got this from the museum when we went and saw the Frida exhibition a few years ago. Here's another one of these little kimonos. Look how cute these are. Anyway, I have a whole bunch of Asian stuff that I thought I would pull and use. Somebody's mowing out there, guys. Or here's another one. These are just like cards that Annie would send me that she'd pick up. And then she got these henna. Oh wait, this goes over here. She got these henna type things that are like, this is like actually handmade. It's like you can feel the texture. I don't know if they use the actual henna stuff, the ink or whatever they use to do the henna it's not a tattoo. What do they call it? It's not a tattoo. What do they call the henna when in India when they put these designs on you? It's made with henna, but what's the design called? Can somebody help me out? I can't think of it right now. No, it's not body paint. It is body paint, but that's not what it's called. There's a name for it. Anyway, so she sent me this, and you can feel it's all textured. But anyway, it's made from the henna. And same thing for this heart here. It's just called henna ink. Okay, just called henna. Okay. Well, anyway, she sent me those. And then these are just some old rub-ons that I got from the scrapbooks. I'm going to have to close that window. Hang on. It's still going to be loud because it's my neighbor right across the street. So that's a little less loud. These are some old rub-ons that I got at Scrapbook Store years and years and years ago. Let's see, it has a date on it. 2004. This is from 2004. I don't know if the rub-ons will even rub on anymore. Oh, read Miss Mary's suggestion. For weddings? It's for weddings? Is that what you're talking about? That they do that for weddings? I don't know. I see lots of people having this done. Are they all getting married? All the girls getting out of them getting married? Oh no. But anyway, so these are some other things that I'm going to add to my Rosemary. Why do I want to call her something else? Rosemary. I'm going to add that to my Rosemary stuff because I'm not doing the Rosemary project. I just wanted the Asian papers. The book is a great document. If you color from a book, I would buy it. Picola. I don't know even how I would make that book. I have no idea how I'd make a photocopy of those. I mean, it's 200 pages, Picola. It's 200 pages because it's 100 pages front and back. So that's a 200-page book. So, or Mary Berry said that. Yeah, it's 200 pages, Mary Berry. Okay. So, traditional henna is done for weddings. Okay, thanks, Azure. Hi, Riri. Yeah, I saw Mary Berry wanted a photocopy. I can't do that. Yeah. The only people that would buy it are the people that were in it. Okay, so let me move this. I'll leave this here for a minute while I run downstairs and get some more juice. Then you guys decide which thing you want to do. Okay, I'll wait. I'll scroll back in chat and you tell me if you want me to swatch out my Arteza gouache and watercolors in my Jane Davenport book. If you want me to swatch out my Arteza, okay, we can do that. We'll see how bored you guys are. Or we can work on inking the skull. Inking the skulls. These are the skulls that Cameron put back together and I took photos of. So we'll either do one of those two things. Okay. When I come back, let me run downstairs real quick. And yeah. All right. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'm gonna close the door so the cats don't get in here. So let me tell you what's going on with my little chipmunk. So in the winter, he burrows. He has this little burrow in my front flower garden right outside my window here. He burrows in and then he unburrows to come out and get water and sunflower seeds. Except on really rainy, freezing days, doesn't come out and do anything. So it was really, the weather's been so off and on and cold and rainy. And I said, well, he's not coming to the porch to get his sunflower seeds. So I told Hubster, I'm going to go put the seeds by the opening of his hole, which he covers up. He covers up when it's cold, like, you can't see, well, you can kind of see an indent where his little burrow is, but he kicks up the dirt and covers it up. Not so much that he can't get out, but so anyway, I told Hubster, I said, so I started giving him his seeds right in front of his little door. And he goes, oh, well, there's nothing like having your chipmunk have breakfast in bed. So anyway, yeah, the chipmunks has breakfast in bed. Okay, let me look back. All right, so what do we see? Did we decide? Did we decide we wanted swatching or skull inking? Let's see. I'm scrolling back. Did anybody have an opinion? Let's see. Swatch, so we can do some shopping. Swatching. I don't see any. All right, one person wants the ink skull. Well, maybe let's swatch and see how much time we have, and then we can ink. I see. It looks like more people are going for the swatching than the inking. All right, we'll swatch. We'll at least swatch the watercolor. I don't know if we'll swatch the watercolor and the gouache, but yeah. So let me just show you. I did sketch him out. And if y'all missed earlier, go back and see where I put them in Procreate, the actual photograph of the skull cam put together. And again, I'll tell you the story. A friend of his found this, I guess it's a coyote skull, and brought it to Cameron. Cameron bleached it. And then glued it all together. Because I said, well, doesn't the jaw articulate? He goes, no, I had to glue it all together. Let me go back on the iPad so you can see it. So I said, well, I'm going to take pictures of it and we'll do something with it in Procreate or iSketch or, one of the programs. So here's the photograph of the skull straight on. So I just looked at it and sketched it out right there. Right there's I got both of them. Then here's the side view one. It's the same one. It's the same skull, just on a side view. And Kathy Berg, I think it wasn't Kathy Berg that said put a little astronaut in the, like he's driving the skull. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try, let me see. Now I don't want to stick it on my iPad, obviously, but let me just find one here. Like a little astronaut sticker. Oh, like this one. Here we go. I can get this one out. Oh, come on. Stop sticking in there. Stop sticking, you sticker. But something like, oh, he's going the wrong way. Wait, I got to have one going the other way. I got to have one facing the other way. Well, there's one. But let's see. Of course, it doesn't have to be out of this book. I can find another one. But I just want to kind of show you what it looked like. Let's see. All those are facing the wrong way. Okay, maybe this one. See, we can have a little astronaut in there. Of course, I can cut him down too, right? I can cut him down like he's fitting in there. So I did that space one in Procreate. And well, let's put him back because we don't have many of him. We don't want to lose. We don't want to lose him. And so anyway, so I drew them both out, and I'm going to ink these. And yeah, riding the horse backwards, Mary. Oh my gosh. So I got this, there's this other skull going this way, right? But what I want to do is I'm going to have them both on one page. Like this one's going to go facing this way and this one's down. I'm going to ink this and put it in space, but I'm going to do it all by hand, if you will. Okay. But it looks like for today, it looks like swatching has won. So let me move this over here. And then I've got 2 commissions I got to work on. I've got to work on a dog portrait, and I have a Doctor Who commission. So I got a Doctor Who commission and a dog portrait. So I got to work on those the rest of this month. Let's see. All right. So this is the Jane book, and it's like a canvas cover. I got it on clearance at Michael's, but then somebody said, "Well, it's not supposed to be on clearance," but they had it marked for $6.95 or something like that. So I got it, and so far all I've done is the Jane Davenport 3 sets, the little tins here. So I've got the 3 sets that I have of those. Then these are the Gansai Tambi. And I know I'm pronouncing that right. I always write the name on there because I always forget the name. These Japanese paints, I got those are right here. And then these right here are the Master's Touch semi-moist watercolor cakes. And they're in the circles, so I put those down here in circles. I did these the other day. Now he's mowing his yard. We just got to put up with the yard work, guys. And so that's these colors. Then these 3 are the 3 primo ones I have: complexion, current, and tropical. So these are these 3 sets. And then I just started doing little lines off of these, like this is all from this set, these are from that set, and these 2 rows are from that set, just to kind of play with them a little bit and swatch them out. Let's see. Are we still here? Are we buffering? I hope we're not buffering. Go away, buff. Okay, then these are all my acrylic inks. And on these, what I did is just put a little circle of water and then just drip the different inks. And, you know, these are all the inks that we got clearanced at Hobby Lobby over the last couple years. There's Amsterdam, FW, and I have a couple of Liquitex inks in here. I didn't do the black or white. I just did Payne's Gray. And so anyway, those are the inks that I have, and I'll just leave this for if I have more inks. So yeah, I like the complexion set too. Now the only thing about this book, the spine doesn't want to break. You know, it doesn't want to open nice and flat like I want it to. Maybe if I, it's nice, stiff, good. It's good. It's like 140 weight. I don't know if it's actual watercolor paper, but it feels like nice watercolor paper, like cottony paper, and it's very heavy. So it's like putting that in a book. It's not wanting to. I keep wanting to do this and trying to get it to flatten out. But I thought that I would use it for swatching. Hi, Holly D. Oh, it is a deer, not a coyote. Okay, good. Well, see, none of us knew, Holly. Cameron just put it together. So it's a deer. Okay, it's a deer. Thank you. Good to know. I'll tell Cameron. Let's see. Oh, Evelyn had an injured chipmunk for 4 years. Oh, you had it for 4 years. I don't know how long did chipmunks live? Because we've had either this chipmunk or his relatives for the longest time. I've taken pictures and posted them before of him, like right up on our porch. but I'm not sure how long they live. I haven't really looked it up. I guess I didn't really want to know. So anyway, his name is Chippy, our chipmunk. And yeah, he gets breakfast in bed in the winter. Ah. Okay, isn't some of it watercolor? This whole book is the same. This some of it's all the same paper in this book, Shelley. It's all the same paper. This is not a variety pack of paper. Oh, we've done lots of things with our acrylic paints. Let me see. Do I have one handy here? Here you go. Here's one thing. We made this one a while back with our acrylic paints. We did this drippage rooster. Maybe I should turn him into a print. I think that would be, I mean, I, kind of crop it a little. I think that would be a good piece. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll turn this into a print for my uh, channel supporters. Do you think that would be a good one? I think that might be a good one to do. Okay. And then we did inking individual little feathers, inking. I say we because if I do this stuff when I'm on live with you guys, you think so, Kat? Okay. Then I say we because we're doing it together. Okay, I'll make a print of that one then. All right, I'll leave that out so to remind myself. But anyway, that's all done with the acrylic inks. And you can use those inks just like you would watercolor because you can water them down, right? You can water them down. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's start with the Arteza watercolor. So again, I took them out of the box. There's 60 watercolors and 60 gouache. I took them out of the box because they were sitting here on my table in the box and I wasn't using them. Even though I have squeezed some out into the little pans, I wasn't using them. So I said, if I put them in these big bowls, right? I put them in these bowls, then I'll be more apt to use them. That's just how I roll. If I see it, I'll use it. If it's put away in a drawer, a box, a bin, I just don't use it. So I'm going to keep these out. All right. So let me go ahead and let's go ahead and write out. Let's see if this one's working. I think this one's working. So I'm just going to write out. And you can tell this is watercolor paper because it's kind of it's like a texture. Arteza. And this is the well, that's supposed to be thin, but okay. This will be the Arteza watercolor. And then the next one we'll do is the Arteza gouache. Yeah, exactly, Julie. Exactly. Okay, so I think and I'm not so picky about having them exactly like from the lightest green to the darkest green. I just want all the greens. You see what I'm saying? I just want all the same kind of family. So like if I separate them out by here's all the greens, and a couple of them I might have to look and see. And blues and grays. Here we go. Here's purples. What is this one? Is this a gray? North black. So there's black. More greens, a lot of green. Then here's some yellow, oranges, and reds, purple. So I just want them separated by, there's white. Let's do black and white over here. Some browns, oranges. Those can go with that. Pinks, purples. That can go together. Grays, blues, oranges, pink. Yeah, that's more pink than orange. Brown. Blues. So I'm just separating them out like that, purple and pink. And then I'll grab them kind of similar. Here's more browns, brown, a green, a blue, browns, tans, browns and tans, yellow ochre kind of. What's this? Is this ballerina pink? Let's put that down here. A couple more pinks and purples, reds, oranges, browns, green. Okay, so that didn't take us too long to separate. All right, we're good. Then as I use them, I'll put them away. All right, now, let's see. Hopefully, yeah, I got clean water in my thing of water here, and and a paper towel that I put underneath, right like this. So I just put the paper towel right there on the edge so that as I'm using, let me get that same brush I was using here. This one might be, it might be a little big. Let me get a little bit smaller one. This is the one I was using for the other swatches, but I want this a little smaller. Let's see. I don't want the swatches quite that big, I don't think. Okay, here's one. It's a little bit smaller. Not much, but a little small. I don't know. Maybe it's not much. But anyway. All right, let's see. Adee needs a big set of vintage bowls, one for each. Oh, no, I don't have places for bowls, Mary. I mean, this is really pushing it, having these two bowls on my table. Because I got all my brushes. I mean, it's really, let me show you here. All right, I'm going to move the camera. If y'all are one to get dizzy, look away, okay? Look away. So I'm going to hang on, I'm going to take the camera down here, unpin it. Okay, so right here's you guys. I have an L-shaped table. Well, it's two tables. Table right here, and then it goes into this table. It goes into two tables at like an L. So there's you guys sitting right there. Then you have a walkway behind there. I can walk around this table and out the door, right? Whoops, I'm not very good at this, guys. All right, so here we are sitting right here. So here in the corner, there's my microphone, the camera cord. The camera is hanging from a yardstick, right? And it goes there's the cord right there. And then back behind here, there's all my paint, not all my paint brushes, but these are my paint brushes I use all the time. Okay, so there's on that desk. So this desk goes around, and then here is my build. This is my marker. I built this out of foam board. There's the cord right there. Let's hold the cord. So I built that out of foam board. And it sits on top of those little black plastic bins. So in the little black plastic bins are my acrylic paints, along with let me turn it this way. Kin built this right here. Okay, so then right over here, I've got my watercolor stacked up on top of two bins of pencils. Okay, so I've got my trays of pencils back there. I have to point opposite, guys. I have to point opposite. Okay, so I have my pencils are under here, trays of pencils. So now if I have these right here, if I keep these right here, look how close that is here. This is all the room I have to work, is literally right here. This is my workspace, right about the same size. See, look, that's it. That's my workspace. Everything else is, Oh, and speaking of, look, I got that book right there. We need to read out of that book because we didn't do it on last week, our 1001 to be creative. So this is where I sit. This is all my supplies, real handy, where I will use them. If they're in boxes and bins, I will not use them. Here's my little, all my little watercolor trays. I keep them all kind of like right here, just kind of lined up right there. So, yeah. All right, so let me hang y'all back up on the yardstick here. Hang y'all back up on the yardstick. There we go. So that's what I look at when I'm sitting here with you guys. All right. Oh, and I do I do pin up the cord onto the yardstick so that the cord is not hanging down on the page. All right, there we go. We're back in business. Well, that's just my desk, Nana. I've done a tour. I am in the process of redoing. Oh my gosh, I did a lot. This weekend as far as organizing, but I'm not really throwing a lot away because Denise isn't here. Okay. Right. So I got my little watercolor thing here with water. And all right, so let's see. Let's let's go ahead and start with the black, white, and the browns. All right. So here's my plan to do this. What I want to do is just kind of, I do need to write the names though. So it's going to be a couple stage process. Okay, so I just want to put just a skim, and you're not going to see the white, obviously, but I want to just put a skim of every color. So then I'll take my Sharpie pen, and like this is, oh, do I want to put the numbers too? I guess. I'll put it over it. Can't see that one. So it's A101, and this is titanium. Titanium white. So you won't be able to see that. All right, so now I finished with that one. I can throw it in the bowl. All right, this is how it's going to roll. We'll get a little system going here. So I'm just going to kind of look at the colors here, like I'm in the browns. I might just try to pick the lightest ones, but I'm not trying to put them in any kind. Some of these might actually look green. No, it's not the first time using gouache. And these are watercolors, by the way. I've got the gouache. The gouache is in this bowl. We haven't got to the gouache yet. I just don't use it that often. I don't use watercolor, but that's the thing. If I pull these out where I can use them all the time, then I will. All right, well, let's see how am I going to do this. I want to keep a system going here. So what I'm going to do is just put a little, I can't see where I put that white. All right, so I just want to put a tiny bit, take the water, and kind of just like drag it out like that. That's all I want to do, right? And then it can drip everywhere. All right, so this one is, oh, I kind of went into the white. Let me do underneath of it here. Be easier. A263, and this is latte brown. All right, so y'all gonna get bored with this real quick. Let's zoom in. Can't even see the colors. Hang on. Let's zoom. Whoops, wrong way. Let's zoom in. Let's refocus. Let me get a refocus. And let's lighten it up. Since I moved the camera all over creation, it kind of messed up everything. There we go. Oh, you like my, let's see, which brand. This one here, this is just from Hobby Lobby. It's just snaps on a big wooden thing. What is bad about this is when I'm working anything where my hand has to be, see, I have to take it off. I'm not doing that today, but if I'm inking or drawing, say, I have to take it off to do that. But yeah, one of these days I need to go back to doing a face-to-face because you'll never get to see me. I know I do like some of the names of the colors too. Oh, now what did I do with that one? Oh, is this it? Yeah. Okay, so now I want to make sure, and then over here, put it in the bowl. All right, next, let's go to the next one. And this will take a few pages, I'm sure. And then maybe a little bit more. So I just want to I'm not even squeezing anything out. I'm just kind of scraping off. Okay. And then this one is A28010. Of course you like that one, Eileen, because you're in Florida. All right, now, just kidding, Eileen. All right, so the next one here. And again, some of these may come off as purple looking or greener, but I just want to get them all on the same page. Always make sure that you put the lids on well because you don't want them to dry out. All right. And because this paper is like watercolor texture, again, I'm not sure what her paper is made out of. No idea what her paper. This is a Jane Davenport white canvas covered book. Okay. Hi, Riri. Let's see. Yeah, trick or treat out my bowl. Holly. Okay, so again, 8270. This is toffee. Ding. Okay, a little scrape of, see, this one looks kind of a purpley gray. And I get 2 rows on a page. Okay, this one is taupe. Okay. Oh, this is black. I got black in there, I think. Yeah, this is noir. Number. When y'all get tired of this, we'll move on to something else. Otherwise, we're going to do this for 45 minutes or an hour. It's up to you. Xander says it's 90 watercolor paper. Oh, I don't know. It feels thicker than that. Could be, but it feels thicker to me. But I'm not I ain't no expert. Hi, Xandra. It's 90 pound. And Xandra would know because she knows Jane Davenport supplies like nobody. So if Xandra says it's a 90-pound cotton watercolor, then we believe her. Okay, we got a couple more browns here. This actually could have gone in the yellow ochre pile, but see, I don't really care. I just want to be able to see the colors. So if I want a color, I know what it is, right? Because that's not the same color that's on that lid. All right, so this is A113. This is yellow ochre. Okay, I think I can get one more down on here. Don't need much, just a little scraperoo. And hi, Xander, by the way, I showed your, oops, I didn't clean that brush very well. I showed your, what I bought from you, and we talked about your channel. Got too much water in that one now. I'm trying to have it like really like straight out of the tube right here and then swatched out for water. All right, let's see. This one is A118. And this is raw umber. See, like this raw umber, it looks raw umber, but on here it doesn't look raw umber. It looks like two different colors. It's hard to see on camera. All right, next. Let's see. All right. Just do a little scraperoo. And this one is Bordeaux. Bordeaux red. I like that ding. Should this be like an ASMR chill? We'll talk real quiet. Sepia. And just have just the ding. Okay, now we're going into some of the oranges and the rust colors and the reds. I hope y'all are working on some of your own projects because this is going to be something that you could work alone. Just do something. All right, so this is burnt umber. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, that didn't ding like I wanted to. Now we're getting stuff on the bottom. There we go. Hi, Kelly Vander Linden. Xandra. Oh, Eileen's buying stuff right out from under you. Ian goes, mass tone, straight out of the tube. Ian. Oh my gosh, Ian, you're so funny. All right, let me put these colors up here so we can see it. So I can kind of see them because I'm kind of going from red to orange. Okay, so let's see. And again, I'm not really being too, I guess I could have put some on this side as well. We'll just keep going now. They're very pretty. crimson red. I'll try to make that noise every time. You have all the stuff to go for the project. I know. I might ink later. Well, I got to get out of the house today. I was in the house all weekend. I need to get out of the house today. Either before or after Janet's show. If I'm watching Janet, I'll ink. Okay, this one is scarlet red. Okay, Barb C. Things are stopping in. Vermilion. I am just writing the numbers and the name because I know myself. If I don't do it now, I won't go back. I won't go back and write it. So. All right, next, let's see here. I think my neighbor's mowing the back, so I could probably open my window again. I like that fresh air. Orange, red. Who else has either bought the Arteza watercolor or the Arteza gouache? Who has bought it, and do you like it? Do you use it? Hi, Debbie the Doodler. I said hi to Riri and Arlene. Yeah, it is pretty, Pacola, that orange. This one's pretty too. I am being careful to get the caps on correctly. And this one is orange yellow. Okay. I really want these next to this, but I don't know if I want to do this. What would y'all do? Would y'all do these and maybe some extras on this page, or would you just flip the page and put the rest of the yellows on the next page? I don't really want these yellows on the next page, but I know it's going to happen with the blues or the greens. I'll get the blues and greens, and I'll have to flip the page to the next one anyway. Okay, Azure says I have the small sets and she likes them. Ashley, hi Ashley, says she thinks she's going to order them next month. You have, who has the gouache? Gail has the gouache. Elaine says she has both. Kathy Berg says I have the gouache, haven't used it. Tempted to buy them, Lucy said. I have too many watercolors already. Well, Ian, yeah, and Ian, you probably have the real professional ones. Ian, if y'all don't follow Ian or know Ian, follow him. He's on YouTube, but go look at some of his paintings over on. Let me bring him up on Facebook. Let me bring up our Ian on Facebook. Awesome watercolorist. And so, of course, he's going to have the nice professional stuff, I'm sure. Riri says enabling. All right, let me go to Facebook real quick here. Hang on. Ian Jackson. Let's find something I like. It won't be hard. All right, let's see. Okay, he did a falcon. Here's a falcon he did in watercolor. It's a falcon. Here's a flower. And he does have links for where he's done them. If he does have a video for him. Okay, this is my favorite kind of thing that he does. Okay, why is that? It's a pen and ink and watercolor. It's to bring it up as an individual, but when I'm trying to do that, it's not letting me. But anyway, yeah, just go to Facebook. Let's see. I love his scenes, though. His scenes are my favorite. So go over there and on Facebook. I know, right? All right, so now should I put these on this page over here? Bye, Mary. Yeah, Mary, you stayed up late last night. I popped in a couple times. I didn't go to chat because I was on the iPad, but I saw you working on journals and paintings. Mary, did you post your button painting anywhere? Did you post that picture of your buttons? I over accentuate buttons. I told y'all that story, right? Did you post a picture of that anywhere, Mary? If not, you'll just have to go to Mary's channel and watch her work on it. I'm seeing. I don't think she. No, but she will. Okay. Well, anyway, I think I'll go ahead and put them on this side, and then I'll dry and go to the other side. Anyway, my granddaughter, 17-year-old college student, said something that she had to go do something with a button. I said, "You have to do what?" I have to go. I have to go sew on a button. I said, "What the heck is a button?" And I said, "You mean a button?" And I don't know if it's just young people are just getting lazy with their language and they're leaving the T out of a lot of words. Mountain, button. They're leaving the T out. I'm on a crusade, people. Bring back the T. Bring back the T in words. There's a letter called a T. It's not button. It's not mountain. It just sounds lazy to me to leave out the T's. Oh, anyway. So she went, "Oh, sorry." Now I said, "You're going to college and you're going to go and say that you're going to sew on a button." All right, this is burnt sienna. But there's a lot of words. It's young people. It's a lot of young people. And don't tell me that, oh, well, it's a cultural thing or different cultures say, no. It's all cultures. I see every kid of every color, black, white, Spanish, they all do it. It's not just a cultural thing. It's lazy young people. I'm out to bring back the tea in those lazy young people. Was that the Valley Girls speak? I don't know. Did Valley Girls leave out the T back in the day? Oh, anyway. All right. Next. Don't get me started. I'm not a grammar. What do they call it? They call it a grammar Nazi. I'm not like that. But I don't think young people should hinder themselves. They're hindering themselves by doing things like that. Because then they just sound like they don't know. I don't want to say they're stupid because they're not stupid. Boo is a straight A student, half college, half high school, and works every hour out after that. Don't, not stupid. I think that's just lazy in their language, lazy in their pronunciation. I don't know. As way okay. All right, so that's spiced apple. It's a little coral. It doesn't. I'm looking at the camera. It doesn't look coral on camera, but that's kind of a coral. Okay, got a couple more yellows here. Let's see what else we can squeeze on this page. Anywho, see, and when I say stuff like that, I correct myself. Anywho, because I know it's some of it's just like what do you call it? Oh, hang on, let me write this down. Like the slang of the day. But when I see all these young people leaving T's out of words, it's like, I don't get it. And I love young people. I promote young people. Generational, I don't know. All right, so that was saffron orange. And this last one here, I'm going to take a drink of juice. My throat's getting a little scratchy here. And again, guys, I'm stopped up, so I'm not, I don't say I'm sick. It's like a head cold allergy thing. I guess it's allergy. I don't know, because I don't feel bad. And this is gamboge. Okay. All right. I'm going to like kind of look through these greens. Oh, here's a kind of a yellowy color. Let's go with the lemon yellow. What other yellow do I have? Naples yellow and yellow pale. Let's get a couple of these yellows over here too. That's apricot. Oh, that might go here too. Anyway, on this page, let's try to get as many of the yellows over here too. And again, some of them might look a little green on camera, but okay. This one's lemon. Oh, it's a two. Work in school in the UK. Well, but UK has accents. You know, there's some places in the world that have a heavier accent, like UK. They'll have a heavy, I don't even know what Ian, what do you call an accent that's a heavy accent in the UK? And that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people that just have accents. Okay, let's go over here for some of these other yellows. Let's go over here. See, this is kind of a like some kind of an apricot, or what is this one? Yeah, light apricot, kind of a light skin tone here. Is that what y'all call it? A Liverpool accent? Is that what it is? All right. Okay, then we got, this is Naples. Naples. And then this one's yellow pale. Uh-oh. A dried bit on there. Okay. Yellows, oranges, reds, and browns. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What was that one? What was that movie? With the girl and the teacher, and no, that's a different one. Which is the one where they had the red? Oh, that was what's her name? Audrey Hepburn, when she was I want to say a waif on the streets of London or something, and took in by that rich guy and tried to get her to pronounce correctly. What's the name of that movie? My Fair Lady. Yeah, thanks, Holly. My Fair Lady, where Faithful's quoting the rain in Spain. I can't do it, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, and I'm not talking about the regional accents. Yeah, we have them everywhere. Trust me, Barbara, I'm in the South. I know my Southern accents. Trust me. Me and Paula Dane, we have those accents sometimes, but we still say button. We still say mountain. I'm talking about young people these days that leave the T out of words. It doesn't matter what color they are, doesn't matter where they're from. You know, that's just, it's like leaving out the T. Yeah, Eliza Doolittle. Yeah, thanks, Nana. Desert Nana. Oh my gosh. Don't email me, people. Don't email me. Okay, lime green. All right, now those things, then we're getting into lime. We're getting into the greens next. All right, so let's try this. Blimey. I want to dry it well so they don't, I guess I could put some wax paper between it too. Just to make sure I'm not transferring colors. No, Ian, that's a good one though. First I thought someone was being serious. I might have dyslexia, but Ian goes, they have T-lexia. Oh my gosh, Ian. Oh my gosh, Ian. Oh. Everybody's laughing at Ian now. It's not an accent, Barbara. It's not an accent we're talking about. It's leaving the T out of words. It's not an accent at all. Don't make me get my teacher voice on. Where's Jean when I need her? Yeah. We have accents in the South. Well, then there's people like in New York. Now, but here's an example of it. It's not on purpose. New York, they leave out the R's, but that's like the way that's, I don't want to say that's how they talk, but it's not like young people going around. All right, here, this would be a perfect example. It would be like people all over the United States, kids all over the United States, leaving out the R of words. So they would start saying New York and talking like that, leaving out a letter. They're leaving out the T. Don't y'all hear it all the time? I know it's not me. Yeah, that's what I just said a minute ago, Carol. That's what got it started, was the word button. When my granddaughter said that, or people say mountain. Let's go up to the mountains. Go where? No, it's not regional, Mary. It is not regional. I'm telling you, it's all over the United States. Watch some TV, some commercials. You'll hear people saying that. Now you're going to notice. I'm telling you, you're going to notice now. Yes, I hear the Weather Girl on the Weather Channel. Now, this was a while back. I don't even know what Weather Girl is on there now. But the TV now, the Weather Girl, the newscasters, I'm telling you, you're going to hear it everywhere now. You will pay attention. Oh. All right, so I'm going to get a piece of, just to make sure I'm not, because this still, some of it might be a little damp. Just to make sure we're not transferring. It's all over the country, people. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter whether they're north, south, east, or west. They're all leaving out their T's. A vitamin T deficiency. I got to write some of these down. You and Ian. Oh my gosh, Holly. Ian said T-lexia. I'm writing these down. They're going in the Wingnut book. Oh my gosh. Holly, vitamin T deficiency. Well, it's just, what's bad about it is it just makes you sound like, I don't say dumb, because they're not dumb. Like I said, my granddaughter is half high school, half college at 17. She knows better than to leave out a T. It's like, I don't know, do your friends all say it? Say you say it too? kind of thing, you know. All right. Anyway, all right. Well, let's forgo the teas for a while. All right, let's get these other colors done in about 30 minutes. All right, let's go to the greens here. All right, so I'll go ahead and I'll start over on this side now. All right, so let's try to just make it so y'all can see. Here's the water is right there. Yeah, I don't know that matters. Okay. All right. This is a nice celadon. Let's see, what is it? Lime green. I'm sure we all have our little language pet peeves, don't we? I know I'm not the only one. Y'all want to tell your pet peeve, language pet peeve? Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Mama 4. Bet. Adult coloring for UFO. Just, see, Judy, Lucy just adds color. Yeah, but you know what, Faithful? I'm not even talking about a speech. You know, there are kids that have speech impediments that really have like dyslexia and other speech. I am talking about normal people that have no speech problems. The only thing they do is leave out the T. No other issues at all with speech. None. All they do is leave out the T. I don't understand it. Okay. But that's kind of like, Bonnie, that's just kind of like, you know, I'm not talking about fads. Oh, all right, I'm over it. Never mind. Okay, let's go on with the greens. I guess I'm not making myself very clear. All right, let's go on to the next green. Ooh, this is a good green. I like this one. All right. All righty, let's see. Pear green. Oh, that is exactly a pear green, too. All right. I'm going to try to get as many greens on this page as I can. And I'm just kind of trying to pick the lighter ones of the bunch and kind of working down, kind of keep them in, you know, color order, but this is kind of a minty green. Let's see, they call this one sage green. Let's see, this one maybe. Adding. Yeah, I hear that too. Is that Grail? Gray? Gray like Gray Joseph? Yeah. Adding SH. Yeah. I have to think of one example, right? It's not coming to my head right now, but yeah, it's the T that I hear all the time, or the lack of T. Okay, let's see. All right, this one is eucalyptus. And this one's almost getting into the blue. What Ian said, do you have a kid that lacks the ability to speak English? Well, teach your kid to speak proper Yorkshire. Pay me lots of money. Your kid will be able to yo spec. I love the British accents, though. I love the British accents. I had my my Siri for a while was the British Butler on my last phone. I haven't changed it on this phone. I should put the British Butler for my Siri. How many of y'all have the British Butler as your Siri voice? That's olive green. Let's see. Hi, Lady Vixen, Betty Joe. Anybody else? If you're new, welcome. Hope y'all sit back and enjoy some swatching today. All right, this one is, and these are the Arteza watercolor, tube watercolor. And this is light green. Janet, are you around? What are you going to do today? Are you going to do watercolor? I think these watercolors would be fine for a beginner, and they're not expensive. They're pretty highly concentrated. Look, I'm just putting out just the smallest little scrape. I'm not even squeezing any out. I'm just like scraping off the top of the tube, and you can see that they really go. You know, they're pretty good. Now, how well they blend, you know, really Arteza ought to be sending something like this to Ian, or, you know, somebody that does a lot of watercolor and that's their main medium. They need to be the ones to test them, to be able to compare them. Or there's probably YouTube videos out there with professional watercolor artists who have tried these and can compare them for you, you know. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know I'm missing some stuff. Is that Angel Orla? Is that our Angel Orla? I know we have a couple angels, and I never know if it's Angel Orla or just another angel. We have so many angels. All right, this one's jade green. It's kind of a mint green. Oh, let's put the number. So we're filling up the bowl here. You got the Cookie Monster voice in your head. I always get the counts voice. 1, 2, 3. You did ask him, Ian? Really? Did you reach out to Arteza and they said no? For real? Hi, Whippy Carol. Waving back at you, Carol. No, I'm probably missing people. Oh, I know. I love my Monday mornings, Kelly V. I love my melly mornings. My Monday. Yeah, I'm liking these colors too, Ashley. All right, this one is. This one's mint green. This one doesn't look mint green to me. That jade green down here looks more mint. But I'm just writing what they say so I can find them again. I saw that you got. Okay, so it is Orla. Yeah. Thank you again, Orla, for those color books. And it was so nice of Selena Finanek. Oh, no, I'm not pronouncing her name right. I don't want to leave out any T's. It's nice of her to donate the month's profits to the Australian animals. That was really nice. I'll show y'all real quick again. Orla sent 2 of these books. Let's see what I get. The Selena Finich, or it could be Finnick. But anyway, these 2 Selena. She sent Orla sent us 2 copies of the Australian Animals and Wildflowers. So I have one for giveaway and one. So when I go to work in this, maybe we'll do that on Wednesday. When I work in this, we'll do a giveaway of the other one. So anyway, Selena is donating the proceeds of this color book for the month of March to help the Australian animals. So thank you so much for those books, Orla. Because you supported those animals, Orla, by doing that. Okay, let's see. Let's put another scrape down. There we go. Okay. this one is deep green. Put it in caps if you're talking to me, guys. Ian said, anyway, Dee Dee, your art is more than good for showcasing this set of paints and better. You want me? What do you want me to do, Ian? I was gonna ink today. I was gonna ink skulls. Nobody wanted me to ink. Well, I say nobody. Everybody voted for the swatching, Ian. Are you just telling me to use the stuff? Is that what you're telling me, Ian? Are you fussing at me, Ian? Seaweed. And then this one is Viridian. This last one in the green family here, Viridian. Which is kind of a turquoisey color. This one's more opaque. Okay, got the greens and the yellows and the oranges and the reds. Oh, let's see. Oh, thank you, Pacola. Pacola put in the link for the Australian animal book that Orla sent. So if y'all want to, apparently she is donating the proceeds of the book for the month of March to the animals in Australia. I don't know. I wish they would give it. Well, again, guys, I haven't been to every watercolor channel where Arteza has been given to see who has tested them. Go on YouTube and put in Arteza watercolor swatching, and you'll find, I'm sure, hundreds of people that are doing it. We just haven't done it here. So that's why, well, I should say in this book, because we're doing this on the Jane kind of watercolory cotton paper. So, oh, thank you, Ian. So is yours. Yeah, I'm not a watercolor specialist, that's for sure. I'm mostly a portrait artist, I would say. Pet and people portrait artist, and mostly in color pencil, although I have been incorporating the pan pastels. So I'm a pan pastel color pencil portrait person. Oh, wait. Jacqueline DeLeon just received a set and video. Okay, I don't think I know Jacqueline. Let me write Jacqueline DeLeon, but I don't go to a lot of watercolor people's channels. Is she a watercolor person, Faithful? Jacqueline DeLeon. Okay. YouTube. Okay. There's some that will buy anything they see. Oh, you mean like you, Eileen? Oh, okay. So Faithful said that she's an amazing watercolor and digi artist. Okay. I wrote it down. Faithful. There are loads of reviews on them now. Okay, Ian. Yeah, see, I just don't know. As you know, to be, I'm swatching them, but I can't necessarily recommend them over another. Do I recommend them over, Prima little set or Jane Davenport? They are in the tube, so you got more opacity and more flexibility with the color because they're thicker right out of the tube, right? But other than that, I don't know how well they mix and. I just because I'm not a water. I mean, I do a little watercoloring, but I'm not a watercolorist, right? I have my. Here, I'll show y'all. I know most y'all have seen it, but I have hanging up in the hall. This is one of the few watercolors that I actually have. Let me take a little dust to the top here. Let me get a baby wipe. Dust off the top. I did this watercolor. Let's see if I can tilt it. This is called Brad's Boots. My mother-in-law's second husband after Hubster's dad passed away. My mother-in-law and Brad were widowers for many, many years, and then they met. Well, when she married Brad, These were his work boots. And of course, my mother-in-law and Brad have both passed away since. I did this for Brad's birthday in 1993. So this is one of the few watercolors that she gave it back to me. After he passed away, she gave me this painting back. So yeah, I did this for his birthday in watercolor in 1993. You can see it right down there. So it's just one of the few watercolor paintings that I have. And again, it wasn't for any kind of competition or anything like that. It was just done for his birthday. I think Janet doesn't Janet have the Arteza, either the watercolor or the gouache one, Eileen? I haven't seen Janet talk for a few minutes, so, you know. But anyway, that's one of the few that I have. Watercolors. All right, let's finish swatching. Hupster will probably be home in about 15, 20 minutes for lunch, so I'll try to get it done before then. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. You don't think she does? Well, you need to get on her then, Eileen. What's wrong with you, Eileen? Why haven't you got her to buy them yet? Let's see. All right, let's go ahead with the blues. I don't think we're going to have time to finish these, but we'll see. I'll finish them, but y'all probably won't see me finish swatching them. I don't know if y'all get anything. I mean, we all like to watch people swatching, but I don't know. Would it have been more educational or informative to watch me ink some skulls? Probably, but that's okay. Let's see. A1, 2, 3, cerulean. Okay. Let's see if we get crack-a-lack in here. Ice blue. How many of y'all swatch your paints or markers or some of your supplies? Pencils? What have y'all swatched of your supplies? Oh, there she is. Oh, she's telling Eileen, no. That's all she said. No, Eileen. All right. A227, Aegean, like the Aegean Sea. Are any of the colors granulating? No, none of them so far have granulated. I know what you're talking about. They have, oops, now this one all of a sudden there's oil. This is the first one I've seen any oils come out of. Hang on, let me do a squeeze thing on this one. So if that ever happens, what you can do is like move the paint around in the tube. Now be careful, don't make it shoot out the bottom or something. But this one had some oils in it that like it wasn't mixed or something. That's the first time I've had that happen out of all these that we've done. So let's see if that helped by moving it around. There we go. Just by squeezing the tube, like, you know, back and forth, mix that oil if that ever happens. Okay, so this, but they're not grainy. They're not grainy like kids' watercolor, which, by the way, I've done some cool things with those chalky ones, but they're not grainy or chalky. Not to me anyway. Now, are they like what's one of the good brands? What's one of the expensive brands, Ian? They're slipping my mind. Jean's not here to tell me. One of those expensive brands. They're, you know, they probably can't be compared to like that necessarily, but I don't know. That's why I said you need to watch somebody that is a watercolorist that has tested them and compared them with others, right? Like Daniel Smith. Oh, Daniel Smith's water, they granulate? Do they, Whippy? I don't have any Daniel Smith. Jean does. I think Jean has some Daniel Smith. I thought she liked, no, maybe that's not who I'm thinking of. She has a couple of expensive ones. Ian probably does too. M. Graham. M. Graham is an expensive one. Is the M. Graham the ones that have the made from honey and never dry? Is that what the M. Graham ones are, Ian? Oh, wait, I just put that away. Let's write that down first. I threw it in the bowl. Okay. Ultramarine here. Hi, Lady Jan. We talked about you earlier being in the FIBs book. Okay, so M. Grahams are the ones made with honey. Oh, okay, I didn't know that either, Azure. Yeah, see, y'all know more about these than me. Like I said, I'm not a watercolorist. I just play. I just play one. I just play one on TV. All right, phthalo blue. We're just doing a little swatching here, Lady Jan. I'm trying to swatch out the Arteza watercolors. And we obviously are not getting to the gouache today. This is Prussian blue. But it's been fun just hanging out. Minding our P's, T's, and Q's. Oh my gosh. Oh, gotta laugh, people. All right. This one, ooh, I love this. Is this like an indigo? Is this indigo? It is indigo. I love me a gray blue. All right. This one is indigo A226. It really needs, I want that dark. I watered it down a little too much. Let's make sure I get the full indigo experience. With the full indigo. There we go. There we go, indigo. How many of y'all been watching how many of y'all have been watching the Portrait Artist of the Year 2020 and the Pottery Artist of the Year on Sky Arts? Is there any who else been watching those? Please tell me I'm not the only one. I try to tweet them out every now and then. Azure has. I love them too. I love those shows. They're down to the final 3 on the pottery. And the I think they're getting close to the semifinals on the portrait. This is stone blue. And you can watch them on YouTube. They're put out by Sky Arts. The Great Pottery Throwdown. Yeah, that's what it's called, Fran. The Great Pottery Throwdown. Yeah, they're on YouTube. Yeah, you can watch it this year. I don't know when they, before you couldn't watch them in that current year on YouTube. They're only on BBC via Sky Arts through, what was it? Oh, it started with an O, not Oprah. Ola. Anyway, there was another channel that they all coordinate with, and you had to have it on cable. And I mean, you could watch back years on YouTube, but this is the first year that I think that they've had the current year of Portrait Artist of the Year and the current year of the Pottery Show. It won't come up for you on, you can't get the channel in UK, Ian? Oh my gosh, they have it blocked because that's where the show's made. And they want you to watch it. They want you to watch it on the Sky Arts, Real Sky Arts. TV channel, Ian? Is that it? All right, this is just called gray. All right, now we're going to be getting into some purples, like violet. I think we'll just go to the next page for the purples because we're not going to get all these purples on here. And it's going to bug me. Not that I'm that OCD. I mean, I did. That's no big deal. But getting all these purples on here. Wait, what's that one? Sky blue. Let's get this sky blue on here. They won't all fit on this page, and that means I'll have to flip back and forth to see a purple. And I don't, it's no big deal really, but I just want them all on the same page. Okay, so let's see. A204 sky blue. I might be able to get, well, that's going into the pinks there. That's the pinks and the peaches. And so, see, I have in the lavender purpley family here, I've got like 6 colors. They're not all going to fit. 5 would fit on here. And that means 1 purple would have to go on the second page, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to dry this, and they'll go on the next page. But I think we're going to go ahead and quit, guys. Let me back out here. Here come the cats, too. So let's go ahead and show you what we got here. See, that there was one that wasn't completely dry. Okay, so on the Arteza watercolor swatching, we got the yellows, reds, and browns. And then let me flip that paper around the other way. And then we got the greens and the blues. And so what I have left are 6 purples, violets, and I've got 2, 4, 7 in the pink and peach family. So we'll be able to do the purples and the pinks on those pages. So, yeah, that's the channel that it's on. Cheerzo, Cherzo. That's a YouTube channel. But I think Ian is saying that he can't get that channel. Is that what you're saying, Ian? I could be wrong on what he means. Because I know some countries, like Canada, they block certain things. Oh, thanks, Ashley. I appreciate it. What is it, baby girl? You want to come up here? You want to come up here? Let me move this. You want to come up here? Come on. Come on. Come on up. Come on. I hear you. Come on. Come on up. You're talking to me. You want to come up? Come on. Come say hi. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to smack your face into the book. I was trying to make her lay down. She's just a purring. You want to look up and say hi? Can y'all hear her purr? Kitty massage. That's what we call this. Kitty massage. And she wants to rub against my markers. So, all right. Did we decide what Janet's doing today, Eileen? I don't know if Janet has said what she's doing. If she did, I missed it. These babies are spoiled rotten. They're like toddlers. I'm not kidding, guys. They follow me everywhere in this house. And like figure 8, they figure 8 around my feet all day long. They want to be everywhere I am. Janet is buying paint. Riri, I don't know. I wouldn't count on that. Did she buy these watercolors? Did you really, Janet? For real? All right, she's going to watercolor. Janet, is Eileen just making a story up? Okay, so Janet's calling Eileen out on that. She said, no, I haven't. And there's Teresa. There's Teresa Peterman. Y'all remember, keep her in your prayers. And anybody else that y'all know in the FIBs family that are not feeling well, make sure if you keep them in your thoughts and prayers. All right, guys. Thank you, Pacola. There's a link to Janet's channel. She'll be on in, unless she comes on early. If she doesn't come on early, otherwise she'll be on in an hour, unless y'all can talk her into coming on early. I'm going to go fix Hubster some lunch. He should be here any minute. And then I might get out of the house for a little while and then come back and ink these skulls today. I think I might ink these skulls today. So, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. At least you got to see some new Happy Mail and some supplies and color books and collage and see some papers from, I keep writing, what's her name? I want to say her name right. Rosemary Morris. Rosemary Morris collage kits for her project that she's doing for a book project. Thanks for being here, Kathy. Thanks all my mods. And y'all talked me into making a print of this. So my mods and anybody else that's a supporter of the channel, this will be this month's treat. This month's treat for you guys will be this Drippy Rooster. We'll just call him Drippy. All right, guys. Yes, thank the mods. Thank the mods for sure. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.